Test sound level. Test sound level. Hey, Imposter, how you doing? Gotta hydrate. All right, welcome to the stream. I'm Hypertexthero. Welcome to hyperspace. And because I like flight simulators, I like computers, I can now, and I like airplanes, I can fly airplanes in a piece of software called a flight simulator that runs in a computer. So here we are. Danteaka, hey man, how's it going? That's good. I'm glad you're good, Imposter guy. I'm doing alright. It's pretty hot in New York City. It was a storm, a bit of a storm came in, and now it's very still outside, so the humidity is gonna get hot here again. Let me turn this stuff off over here. Oh, whoa, whoa, and a Shiva coming in on the 1-2 pass with a subscription. Thanks so much, Shiva. Scared the heck out of me. Shiva coming in on the subscription. Whoa. All right, I got the sub gifters here, and I'm slowly, the stream keeps getting developed. You know, we have new emotes coming on. Here's what do you think about this 1-2 boss sheep? I put like my hands back up there, but I made like there's like that before I had the green screen. There was the earth there. I just had to put the earth there on the 1-2 boss. It's in progress. I think I'm gonna redraw it, end up redrawing it, but maybe I'll just leave it normal. Hey Galaxia, how are you? Boom! The boom is in progress. The bottom of that thing down there. I did that quickly with like a vector thing, but I'm gonna actually paint it. And here's a funny shit. Today, F-16 Fighting Falcon. I'm trying to find out how the wheel brake. I'm trying to find out how to. A wheel brake on off, get W, okay. It's this airplane over here. This airplane, ladies and gentlemen, is what made me a flight simulator fan. Whoa! What are those things? It's like a bunch of little aliens appeared. It goes with this music, I guess. Well, this airplane here, the F-16 Fighting Falcon, aka the Viper, the pilots call it the Viper, and aka the plane from this 1980s movie called Iron Eagle. You know, Top Gun was successful, so other people wanted to jump in on that bandwagon of the success. Top Gun was sort of a recruiting tool for the Navy, and Iron Eagle became a recruiting tool for the Air Force. They flew the F-16 in that. I played Spectrum Holobyte's Falcon 1.0 in the late 80s, probably around 1987. That's the first flight sim I ever played. I was flying this airplane. It looked a little different from what it does now. And Dante, I could come in with a bunch of emotes. Thanks for the emotes. And I decided to go nuts today, and I decided to try to start this thing from scratch. I wouldn't be able to do it by myself because the simulators that I played this in were Spectrum Holobyte, original Falcon. And let me know if I'm talking to a lot of the music's too low. Just let me know and I'll fix it, okay? I appreciate that if you let me know that. And so I played this in Spectrum Holobyte, original Falcon. Then I played Falcon 3.0, which came with like a 300-page manual. And then Falcon 4.0, which was even a bigger manual, had its problems, you know, dynamic campaigns and all that. That's the plane I flew then, but it was never at this level of fidelity. This is a early access plane from DCS World, and now you can try it for free for 14 days. And the way you do that, I just figured out, is you go here, you read about it over here, and then you click on free trials, and here you find a plane you want. And then, for example, I can go to Eagle Dynamics, I can go to jet plane, and I click show. All right, and there it is, Viper. And you click any of these planes, you can try anything you want. And I clicked on it, and look at that. I can use it for 14 days, and then 6 months later, I can try it again if I want. Awesome. This is only in the non-Steam version, in the DCS World standalone version. So the Steam, you won't be able to try anything. But here, this is awesome. So I am trying the Viper. I haven't bought it yet. I will likely, almost certainly buy it. And the only way I'm going to be able to fly this thing and turn it on, and hold up, Dante says Italy used F-16 throughout 5 or 6 years interceptors for replacement of Typhoons. The Aerofighter Typhoon, I played that game a long time ago in the late 90s. EF-2000 was I think maybe the first flight simulator of the EF-2000, the Typhoon. That'll be an awesome plane to have in DCS. But right now we have this. Let me turn this thing off before I forget. And yes, I'm hyper forgetful hero today because I totally forgot in the previous stream to put on the outro to give like to run the credits. So I apologize for that. And I won't forget this time. Okay, I don't need a checklist for the F-16. I need a checklist for my stream as well. All right. But thanks so much for Sheepa for that sub. And Galaxia Cat dropping in here. Galaxia Cat, the highest, the leader of gifted subs here on the stream. All right, so basically, if those flight simulators I was talking about were obviously much lower fidelity or older computers, you couldn't simulate all these things, all these systems of this plane. But these people at Eagle Dynamics at DCS, Digital Combat Simulations, they're crazy, and they go in and they want to simulate every little bit of the airplane. From the outside, everything that animates, like this thing here in the middle, for example, that's like the refueling thing, the thing right at the leading edge of the tail there. That's a refueling boom that opens up and closes, so you can do mid-air refueling. Like the wings move, the gears move, obviously the flaps, all this stuff moves inside. And then when you go to the cockpit here, all this stuff here, this is a high fidelity study level flight simulator here. So you can actually click on all these buttons, all right? You can zoom in and look at that detail. You can actually zoom in here and look at that weathering over there. You can click, each one of these things are clickable. So we are going to try to start this thing. And the only way I'm going to be able to start it, I'm not an F-16 pilot, I'm not in the Air Force, you know, just in my dreams am I a F-16 pilot or in flight simulators and video games. So the way that I'm going to do this is I am going to go to this website. I already gone there, but I'm going to show you where it is. And this is called Chuck's Guides, okay? And let me just... And we're going to go to Chuck's Guides. And this gentleman over here, I think he's called Chuck. I'm not sure. But he creates guides for these incredibly complex pieces of software, of flight simulation software, which are each of these airplane models, okay? So I went in here to Chuck's Guides. I downloaded the guide by clicking it down here, and it's exhaustive. It's like a huge... I mean, this plane is in early access, okay? And it's already a huge... I don't know how many pages there are, but we're going to find out now. Go and become a patron of him. I just became a patron today of Chuck for all this work that he puts in to make these wonderful guides. But if it wasn't for this, you know, I haven't bought it yet, so I don't know if it comes with a manual. I would assume it does, but this is early access. I don't know, maybe the manual's not ready, but Chuck is already on there. And look at this, there's 18 parts. I'm going to skip the introduction because I used to read about this stuff a lot when I was a kid. I loved airplanes as a kid, especially fighters. You can see here, for example, this is the YF-16. I think this was called the, what was it, a lightweight fighter program, where the US Air Force was developing a lightweight fighter. And there was this colonel in the Air Force, I think he was called Boyd, General maybe, Colonel or General Boyd. And this guy was an amazing fighter pilot, and he was an amazing tactician as well. So he is one of the people that were pushed really hard for the Air Force to create an airplane like the F-16, because he said, we don't need a super expensive airplane. We need a cheaper airplane that can turn really, that can dogfight. Because the Air Force for a while, they were obsessed with you know, missiles that could blow something up when it's far away. But the Boyd, and you can read, here you go, John Boyd, okay. He wanted a fighter airplane to be very maneuverable and be able to hold its own against other airplanes, because he had been a fighter pilot for a long time, and he knew that he had a sort of distrust of, he was a fan of technology, but at the same time he wanted the pilot to be able to he knew that ultimately the pilot is flying the airplane, and you need to be able to perform well. The F-16 has maybe the tightest turn radius, the highest performance turn of any fighter, I think. Still, maybe some of the modern fighters now are turn more, but, and so they started this this program. And look at that, that's an early F-18. There's a YF-17 that became the F-18 later, and the F-16 over there. But I'm not going to go through all this because we could spend literally like several days talking about all this stuff here. But this is the guide. It's there for a free download, but you can go and become a patron of Chuck's Guides. Maybe give him $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month to see how much money you have if you're benefiting from this. So why not go and help Chuck, all right? So, all right, let's go down here, and I'm fairly experienced with Flight Simulator, so I'm not gonna go through all this. I'm gonna jump straight into the startup procedure, okay? That's part 4. Not clickable yet here, but we're gonna try to find where the startup procedure is, and from there we're just gonna follow my favorite modern fighter plane, probably the F-16. I mean, that's, you know, I think it came out, what, 1976, 77, 78, around there. F-16 is probably my favorite plane. I really like the F-14 as well because of Top Gun and all those movies, you know, but the F-16, I have to say, is probably my favorite one. I like the Eurofighter Typhoon a lot too, and I like not modern fighter plane, but I like the F-4 Phantom. Like, that's a little bit older. Here you go, part 3, cockpit and equipment. Look at all this stuff. Wonderful screenshots too. Okay, it shows you what everything is on the plane. Okay, radar warning antenna, area of attack center, the M61 Gatling gun, 20mm over there. Have the air brakes here. Look at that. Okay, and look at that cockpit at night. I can't wait to check that out. Okay, here you go. Part 4, startup procedure. Here's the summary. You said money on F-16 on DCS. I have not. No, I'm trying. This is a free trial. Look at that. I can play this for 13 days for free. I'm doing the 13-day trial, and if I like it, I suspect I will. I will buy it. Right now it's on sale. It's like $60 on sale. Usually it costs like 80, I think. They're expensive, but it's a study level sim, you know. Dante says for appearance like the Su-27. Yeah, that's a beautiful airplane. And am I talking too loud? I sometimes wonder, am I shouting here? Maybe I should have to talk a little bit lower like this, like a more calm fighter pilot, not like a crazy guy on the internet, you know. Let me drink some coffee so that I dehydrate and then I'll hydrate. But I agree, the Su-27 is a gorgeous airplane. I actually played a Su-27 Flanker from SSI. I played that game a lot too. So I used to fly that airplane as well when I was a bit younger. And all right, let's jump in here, okay? Provide aircraft power, startup, engine start, avionics, all this stuff, okay? We're just gonna try to go as quickly as possible. I'm not gonna rush, but because I don't really have anything scheduled for later today. But hey, evening, Wow Craze, how are you? Whiskey Canuck in 1995-ish. I had that. Oh, the Su-27, awesome. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was around 90. Yeah, around that time. I still have the original box of Su-27 Flanker at my mom's house in Rome. Hi, Mom. My mom may come to watch one of these days. I might help her do that. We'll see. Hypertexthero have hairs? Yeah, I have a full head of hair. Frankly, I mean, it's a little bit graying, but you know. But the reason I'm always wearing the bloody baseball cap here is because of these things. You know, this is my track IR. So the motion sensor, so I can go into the airplane over here. And I can turn my head that way and look around, you know. On my stick here, this is a tip. This is what I do. I don't know if other people do. Like on my stick here, I have a button like on the side here of the stick. This little button here, and that I use to do this, to zoom in, because these planes have so many switches. You know, you have to be able to zoom in, and not just for the switches in the airplane. It's good to be able to look out and zoom into the distance there to see what's there. So I have that on the stick. And we are in the Marianas Islands. We're all the way here in the Marianas Islands. I put the I opened up the mission editor. I parked the F-16 on the parking space here, and I'm gonna try to just start it from scratch. Hopefully, I don't have to like set up a truck to come and refuel it. Hopefully it's already refueled. But here we go. Didn't expect all the cockpit controls to be in Russian, but of course they would be. Talking about the Su-27, right? This game does have an option that I don't know if it's here, but there was an option somewhere where it said I forgot where it is, but I'll look at it later. Where the language, whether it's the original language or whether it's in English. So maybe, I don't know, maybe if you're flying a Russian plane and it's driving you nuts with all the Cyrillic alphabet, maybe that option will change it to English. I have not tried it, I don't know. Okay, but beautifully modded cockpit. Look at this seat here. It's like it has like what looks to be like some sort of like what is that, like hairs or something, like some sort of foamy padding. And this is not just done to, you know, for looks, to make it look nice. This is probably to make the pilot more comfortable when he's pulling a lot of G's. You're gonna pull a lot of G's with this airplane. Look at the detailing there. Parachute release system, Connex Florida Corp. Wow, they really went all out on this. All right. The stick is moving. The throttle is not moving yet. So let's start. Let me pause track IR here for 1 second, and let me sit up a little bit. And let me take a look at the chat. Have you ever tried Ace Combat? That game doesn't have a minimum of physics. You can fly as slow as a helicopter or take off without falling. Yeah, I've heard of it, and it looks fun. It looks more than a flight simulator. I feel that's a JRPG, a Japanese role-playing game that happens to be in a flight with airplanes instead of, you know, vixens with blue hair and big swords or something like that. But I'm not a super. When I was younger, I wanted to play the hardest core flight sim, and I wanted to play you know, I want it to be as difficult as possible. But these days, I still like that, but I don't mind also playing just a video game that I can just jump in very quickly, you know. So this is a little unusual here that I'm going to try to start something as complicated as the F-16, but I thought, why not? I was trying the Marianas Islands today, and let's go, okay? Let's try to jump in. Whiskey Canuck says, Never had a Falcon game, but used to play Strike Commander, where he mostly flew the F-16. Was Strike Commander a game by Chris Roberts, the guy that does Star Citizen? Because that, I think I might have played Strike Commander. I don't remember right now, but awesome. Okay, I think I probably played Strike Commander. Wow, I'm gonna have to look that up. Strike Commander. Yeah, my computer's pretty good. I built it luckily right before the pandemic hit. I happened to build a new PC, and so or right a little bit after, actually, like right before the prices got high. So it's not the most powerful PC, but it's pretty nice, and I'm very lucky and blessed to have been able to do that. All right. Vaguely remember Strike Commander mostly because of the posters in the barracks. Oh yeah, you had like, because you were like actual fighter pilot, right? It was a bit like Wing Commander, which was in space, but I think you had the barracks. I really like that. Those games that give you like you're in the plane, but you also have the barracks, and you can put stuff on the wall, and you have your locker, and you have the pilot stats. That's really cool. I wish more flight simulator people would do that. We'll put a meta game, okay? All right, so let's start this up, and let's try to start it up. Maybe I won't be successful. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try to put Chuck's guides down here on the side, and I downloaded already to my computer, but let's just leave it of the. Oh, here we go. Let's download the computer, okay? And let's see if we can figure this out somehow. All right, just by following the instructions. Earlier today, when I was trying the Marianas Islands, I just jumped on in. I started in the air, not of the F-16, but of an F-15, the TF-51, the test Mustang that's free. When I was doing that, I was having a problem with the clickable cockpits. I was like, I hover over and I can't click, and I figure out what the problem was. My resolution was set at 1080p, and I had pressed Alt Enter to make it fill the screen. And so the game was getting confused about that. So it was, wherever I clicked something, it was moving something else. But now I set it back to 1440p, and its performance seems fine. And now we can actually click individual things. Like, for example, I could even click this red button over here. Probably, maybe that one you can't click, but this one you can click. For example, like let's try to zoom in here, and then let's pause TAC IR. There you go. I'm still a little confused about the direction of things. Okay, so this is how you do it. Right click does one way, left click does the other. That's interesting. So a left click here doesn't do anything, but right click moves it up. Okay. I think it was off right now. I don't remember. Maybe it was just in the middle. We'll check. We'll see the checklist. Breezewind says, I don't think a single modern flight sim enables you to start from the barracks or a building in general, although it would be technically possible. It is a pity. I agree, Breezewind. There's Star Citizen. That's the dream, right? And I hope Elite goes in that direction eventually. I would love to have a barracks. I had this thing. I don't remember if I wrote about it here, but I'll put this link out there, okay? I wrote this thing, one of my favorite flight sims is Altitude Sturmovik, and I wrote this blog post about some of the things I would like to see in Altitude Sturmovik. And I feel that a lot of these I understand why they do this, because a lot of the audience for these games is like these airplane aficionados, or they're ex-pilots, you know, they are real pilots at the moment. And they love airplanes, so they want realism, they want, to fly the airplane. And that's why they make it so realistic, and they don't put a lot of this, the more game mode and role-playing game features in these sims. But I think it would add a lot to it. I would think it would add a lot for you to have even your own house, that you can have your room with your screenshots that you took in the game in the wall, and then you have to walk to or your little room in the airfield, and have to walk out, and the model is you getting onto the airplane and getting on it, and it has statistics and stuff like that. So for your pilots, it can change the clothes, make it more gaming. I think that would be interesting to do one day. I hope someone does it. Star Citizen is coming along. Hopefully they actually get out of alpha one day. But all right, let's see. Let's see how are we gonna start this up. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this in a way that I can read it and in the way that it doesn't cover too much of the screen, so that we can see where we are here. Okay. All right. Okay, set ejection seat lever down and armed. Okay, that's good. First thing you do, you know, you might have to, I'll probably have to press a button and a fire will start on the right wing, and then I'll have to eject. So it's a good idea to get the ejection thing done. Someone should hire me. Thanks, Breezewinner. I'm actually looking for a job right now, believe it or not. I don't know if it's an interview, they call it a chat tomorrow, with a solar company in San Francisco, a solar power company in San Francisco. I don't know, you know, it's, for me it's hard to get a job because I have gray hairs, you know, I'm older, but more people have a few gray hairs here, and most people, they want people out of college, and I'm a hands-on type of person. I'm not a big manager. I don't mind managing people, but my style of management is like hire the best people, tell them what the goal is, and let them free to do their jobs. I don't care how many hours they worked. I don't care if they're in the office or not. They just, as long as they get the job done based on the deadline and they keep communicating. That's my style of management. But so a lot of people, they look at me and they're like, "Oh, you're old and you should be a manager, but you're still doing hands-on stuff, so you probably know." So anyway, let's stop talking about me. But that's very kind of you to say, Breezewind. Are you a streamer as well? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Breezewind over here. This is going to be a long stream probably. Maybe I'll stream at some point. I like the name, Breezewind. Alright. And this is funny, this thing here is lined up right on my... So it almost looks like it's a feature of the stream, but it's actually like just this concrete slab over here, okay? So and what did, let's see here, what did Wildcrazy said? It should be about flying the plane. All other novelties should be left for add-ons. That said, it should provide a framework for making those things possible. That's a very pragmatic perspective here from Wildcrazy. And I agree with him. I think that all the software, the really good, best software is modular, you know. If you look at Unix operating systems, they would do one thing, a little piece of software would do one thing and do it really well. And I think maybe this is the direction DCS is going. Maybe, you know, they have these airplane modules. Third parties can make an airplane, and then they have the world that these airplanes can come into and fly around. And maybe they could add something that it can simulate a person walking around, and you could go into one of these buildings over here and make that your home, and put posters up on the wall. And Microsoft Flight Simulator is doing that. Like, you have things like NeoFly that add a role-playing element. So I agree with that. I agree that that it should be modular, but I also agree that it would be awesome to have a story, have more role-playing game, and I should try Aces Combat 7. That sounds like or Aces High is Ace Combat 7, right? So I want to try that too, because I love all types of flight simulators, whether it's arcade or high fidelity. Okay, so what did it say? Ejection lever. I think it was this thing over here. Ejection controls are locked. Let me look at it like that. Let me alt-tab back to Firefox here, and mandatory. Okay. Oh, set ejection lever down and armed. Note this step is typically done just before takeoff. Oh, okay, so just before takeoff. But let's just try it to see if it works. Okay. Okay. Ejection controls armed. Look at that. It has a label on the back. Okay, and this one I left clicked and it still works. Either a left click or a right click. Okay. It's pretty cool. All right, so right before takeoff, I'll just wait until takeoff, okay? Because imagine I set the whole plane up, I'm taxi, and then I press eject by mistake. It would be pretty funny. That kind of story mode would fit something like Arma or Microsoft Flight Simulator. Probably would be a bad idea for something like DCS. Yeah, I think it's a balance, right? It's like I think it would be good for I2 Strumovic, for example. I think for there it would be pretty good. because they're modeling tanks there. They have little they model characters in the vehicles and manning the machine guns. So if you come to strafe someone out to Sturmovik, you'll see little people running away from the thing you're strafing. It's pretty awesome. But the main thing I think that sort of RPG element would bring is it would bring more people who are not necessarily a flight simulator aficionado. It would bring more people into the game to play it, because you know, if you say you start here and you can change your clothes and you can put stuff on the wall, screenshots you've taken in the game on the wall, I think people will be like, oh, this is cool. And then you can fire an airplane on top of that has damage modeling and it's high detail simulation. Wow. All right. Okay, so the ejection seat, I'm just gonna leave. I'll just arm it, to hell with it. Okay, hopefully I won't eject. Okay, test that flight control system functions properly on battery power only. Okay, main power switch. Okay, so where is that? Very helpful here, I suppose. This is number 2 and it's A. Okay, so here you go, 2A. It's the main power switch. Where is that? Let's see. It's on the left hand side. Let's take a look. Let me move this to the, since this is on the right side, let me move this over to the left. Saladinosaurus! You won't eject accidentally, don't worry. If you want to eject, you need to press Ctrl E rapidly 3 times. Thank you, Saladinosaurus. Thank you for that tip. I think I remember how to do that because I often have to eject. Alright, and thank you for the follow, Saladinosaurus. I don't know why my big bunch of emotes should appear there. I don't know why that's not happening, but that's alright. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. And Wild Crazy is saying, for comparison, Elite Dangerous got a bit out of hand for me with all the walking around stuff. Hey, I think it's early days for that. I think I feel kind of bad for Frontier Developments because I feel like this is a big step for them. And I feel that, yes, they're taking a lot of flat. There's bugs, performance is suffering. But I think that, I hope that it will improve. You know, I'm a bit of an Elite apologist because I love that game. But I agree with you, it needs a lot of work. I want extra vehicular activity. I want to be able to get out of my ship in space and break into an airlock and get into another ship, as well as being the planet. When that starts happening, then I think it's really gonna open up because I have all those big ships and stuff. Right, 1-2 boss Sheepa. Alright, okay, main power switch. Alright, so the main power switch, where is this thing? It's probably gonna be on the left here somewhere. Let me enable track IR again and let's look around here. Alright, let's see. I see something over there. Oh, maybe it's around here. Yeah, I think it's... No, there it is. I think it's there. There's main power. Okay, here you go. So the left. All right, 2A, main power switch. Here you go. Oh, can you hear that? Is the music too loud? Because I can hear something. I can hear like a battery. I can hear like a battery going on here. Okay, so main power switch, battery middle, right click, okay. This will connect the aircraft's battery to essential systems, provide power to engine igniters, alright. B, mandatory, verify that a flight control system relay light is illuminated. This confirms that the flight control system's fault monitoring system operates properly. Okay, so that's the B. There it is. We can zoom in here in DCS. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do this. There you go. Flight control systems relay. That's operational, so that's fine. Okay. So let's keep looking down here. I'll pause track IR. I'll tab back here. Oh, thanks, Saladino. Are you an F-16 flyer or are you a DCS streamer perhaps? Let's take a look. All right. I'll give you a follow back right now. There you go. Thanks for the follow again. Dreams DCS World. Awesome. It is. I say this over and over again, but it's true, ladies and gentlemen. I feel we are in a golden age of flight simulators. And I'm so excited to be alive right now because we have Microsoft Flight Sim, we have I2 Sturmovik, we have DCS, we have a bunch of other stuff out there that I'm very excited about. ED graphics are broke for me. All ships look very bad. I haven't played it for a while, to be honest with you, so I should jump in and see what's going on, but I'm just gonna give him some time, you know. And it's becoming like a good-looking No Man's Sky. You know what? No Man's Sky is looking pretty good now. I wish the flight controls would be not so much on rails. If the flight controls weren't so much on rails and the vehicle control weren't like super arcadish, I would play more Star Citizen, more No Man's Sky. No worries, man. Even if you don't stream, I'll give it a follow back. I used to play a lot of F-16 DCS, so I know some stuff. Awesome. All right. It's my first time playing it. I'm doing the tryout. All right, so that's 2A, 2B. Now it's mandatory. We've verified that. We could do the optional stuff. I guess might as well do it, right? Or should we just move forward? Set and hold. This is like, when it says optional, it probably means that it's, you know, it's something for testing and you don't need it to fly. Okay, right click and hold. Set and hold flight control systems power test. Switch to test position. That's C. So back here, whoa, where the heck is that? 2C. Wildflower Bird says switch is set to test. Confirm that all this stuff is going on. Wow. That is crazy. Okay, well, let's try it. Let's see. Test. Let's look for the word test down here. I'm looking at this stuff here. Wow, there's so many buttons. I can't believe that pilots of these airplanes have to learn all this stuff to fly the airplane to start and then also fight, you know. Also, like, go against the enemies and stuff. It's just nuts. I'm not seeing the test here. Let's see. Far back, left hip. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Lighting, manual trim. Oh, there it is. Far back left. There you go. Test. All right. So it said to see right click, set and hold. Okay, right click and hold, and then we confirm all this stuff over here. Okay, these things here and those light. Okay, right click and hold. All right. All right, there you go. Flight control power. A, B, C, D there, and then here the aircraft battery, relay, and what is the other thing that it does? Okay, all right, that's working. That was the works. Sounds right. Testing optional. Most optional stuff are just bits, built-in tests you do, of course not needed in a simulator since you have a perfect jet, unlike in real life. Copy that. Understood. Iceberg, Hypertexthero, and natural and a manual. Wow. Yeah, I know. I don't usually read manuals, but without a manual, I probably could try to turn this on without a manual, just if I would do something that the people in the stream would drive me through it, but then it might drive you crazy because it's like, no, I said this and the other person said that, and I missed it, and you know. A, B, C, D are the four flight control system branches, if I remember correctly. So basically the flight computers, flight control computers. Interesting, and that's an interesting thing about this plane is a so-called fly-by-wire plane. Okay, so if I move the stick right now, it's this stick here, and the real F-16 it moves very little. You can see how little it moves, unlike a World War II fighter that goes all the way. You know, it just moves just very little. And that's because it's a fly-by-wire system, and what that means is that when I'm moving that stick, if there's no power, okay, there's no wires or rods connected to the flight control surfaces, so it's not going to move. It's all hydraulically actuated and computer actuated because the airplane is designed in a way that it's like most modern fighters, is unstable in flight, and it needs a computer to keep it stable. Okay, because things are moving so fast, you're moving so fast that and for high performance, modern fighters or most airplanes are actually unstable, and then the control surfaces or a computer will keep it stable. I may be talking drivel, but that's how I remember it. I really am loving the detail in this company. This is bringing so many memories from Falcon 4.0, Falcon 3.0. What a classic. Look at the visibility, okay? And I don't have the thing down yet, okay? My computer instead is the equivalent of a brick attached to a tablet screen with tape on it. I understand you, man. I had computers like that for a long time. I used to have computers that were the equivalent of a cardboard pizza box flipped over, and then you drew a screen on it, and you drew a picture of a keyboard on another piece of cardboard, and you know, imagination will take you a long way. I say this to people sometimes. If you want, the trick to have anything happen in your life that you want to happen is every day you wake up, you take something like a notebook like this, and you write down in pen or pencil, not on a computer, do it on a piece of paper because it makes it more real and you can see it and you can feel it, and that's important. Write down what you want to happen. I want a brand new I want to buy a brand new computer that will let me run DCS at 60 frames per second. And then if you write that over and over, the universe will magically, over a bit of time, make it happen. It really works. And Breezewind says, I don't think a single... Oh, this is all the way back there. I scrolled up by mistake. I'm sorry. I had missed that. Because sometimes when I keep jumping back from OBS on my other monitor here to DCS, I scroll up, okay, and I miss. All right, now you know why you have a PC. Yep. All right, let's go. Let's go. It's gonna take me all day, but that's okay. I pretty much have all day. Okay, optional release power test switch to norm position. Right click. Okay, let's release that because it's. I think I already did it. Of course, it was there. Alright, so that's done. So let's go to optional, okay, let's go to 3. Set main power switch, main power forward, right click. This will connect aircraft's battery to essential systems and provide power to engine igniters, okay. The amount of power is limited. Do not leave the main power switch and battery for more than 5 minutes. Oh dear. Okay, I don't know if it models that, but okay, let's do it. 3, where is it? Main power, okay. Let's go back to it. I think it's over here. I think it was over here. Let me move this down. Okay. Now it's main power. All right. And now main power, provide the aircraft power. Main power prepares the aircraft to run off the engine mounted generator, but electrical power is not available until the engine is running. Idle revolutions per minute, or rotations per minute, I forget. For that reason, the following warning light should be illuminated. Engine, okay, this is all, I think this is all on the side here, and that's fine. They're illuminated. The canopy, because our canopy, if you look up here, it's on, it's open, okay. So that's that. Alright, on EPU, emergency power unit, please verify EPU generator, are off. Okay, this is oh, I remember this stuff. I remember this from Falcon. This is the stuff like when you have something go wrong with the airplane. I think it lights stuff up over here. Alright, that's looking about what it should look like, right? Yep, there you go, 4C and 4D. Alright. Okay, perform aircraft pre-start setup. Okay, set parking brake anti-skid switch, parking brake up. And note that it will hold the aircraft stationary without the use of toe brakes. It can also be used for emergency braking if the toe brakes are inoperative. That will probably happen to me given of my landing skill earlier today. And the parking brake is powered by battery bus number 2 and system B hydraulics or 1 brake JFS accumulator. Okay, so I'm getting this. There's like those A, B, C, D are the systems that the computer systems, right? Okay. Hold the canopy control switch down to close the canopy. Right control C or 7A. Hold up. So there's nothing I can click to hold to do the canopy. Oh, canopy control switch. Oh, here it is. Okay, 7. All right. I'm a little confused about that, but let's check it out. Hydraulic A and hydraulic B are the hydraulics channels. They copy that, Saladinosaurus. I appreciate very much your help here and you being here. Okay, I think it was around here somewhere. Actually, there it is. So there's this spider guard thing. Canopy handle up, down. All right. So let's put it up again. And now I think I can reach that little switch because this handle here. Okay, here, let me recenter it. This handle here is to prevent you from when you lock it, is to prevent you from accidentally opening your canopy when you're flying. Okay, there you go. Do I have to? I think I have to hold it, right? Let's see. Here it comes. Awesome. Can you hear that? It actuates. Can I open it again? Let's see. That is so cool. Well, I'm going to open it again. I'm going to do Control C so we can see it from the outside. That is so awesome when you have the sounds. All right. All right, so let's go to the outside view, and I'm going to go Control C so you can see it from the outside. Let's see if you can hear it from the outside too. Hello, I'm a fighter pilot. And you hold it. Oh man, I'm getting some Iron Eagle vibes here. Have you ever watched this movie called Iron Eagle? Oh, look at that. The head moves based on your position, I think. Stand by. I think the head moves based on your position. Let's see from this side here. I don't know, it'd be hard to I don't know how I would test that. Sitting here, opening and close the canopy the whole day. Copy that. Hey, I'm trying to keep track of chat. I'm trying to look at the manual. You see, Iceberg complete. I don't look at manuals. When I look at manuals, thing takes a longer time, you know. It should, maybe it only updates once you cycle into cockpit. Copy that. That is awesome that the head moves with your track IR. All right. Let me hydrate a little bit because I've been drinking coffee. I can hear that battery running. Okay. All right. What's next? Oh, let's lock the thing. Okay. Okay, so that's locked. Done. All right. 6. Oh, I forgot the parking brake already. See, I didn't do the parking brake. Let's set the parking brake up. All right. Let's see, parking brake, there, up. Okay, parking brake's on. I've forgotten that one. 7, hold canopy control switch down. Did it? Close canopy out guard. I did that. Confirm canopy is closed and locked with the canopy light being extinguished. Let's look to the right hand side. Yep, canopy light is extinguished, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. And this music is going to put me to sleep here a little bit, so let's switch quickly to something a little bit more vivacious, my classic bossa nova thing that I like to listen to. Maybe it'll make me move a little faster, okay? There we go. All right. And I could have had the airplane start hot so we could taxi, but I want to learn to fly it from scratch. So that's what we're doing here. Doing all this clicking around, all right? Okay, what's next? All right. Okay, aircraft pre-startup setup, okay. Engine start, okay. That's going to be exciting, and hopefully you'll be able to tell me if the engine is way too loud, because I haven't played loads of DCS. This is my second DCS, or maybe third DCS stream ever. So if you can barely hear with the jet engine, I appreciate it if you tell me. Or just go away and then I'll see it. No, not that I'm paying attention at viewer numbers and stuff like that, but I always appreciate when people say that the sound sucks, fix this, and I'll do my best, okay? Or your sound is not nominal. Hyper. Having a loud engine is kind of the charm of a jet fighter ship. But I agree with you. On the outside view, especially flyby views, I love loud jet engines. I loved seeing them when I went to air shows when I was a kid too. It's been ages I've seen an air show. Set engine feed selector normal. Okay. Okay, that's by the canopy Jetson. Let's be careful not to push that. Okay, set it to normal. Okay, let's do it. We're on the left-hand side here, so let's move this to the right. And let's you know what? I'm gonna do this. Can I use the mouse to move? Oh, Alt C, I think. Alt C? Yeah, okay. So Alt C is I remember this because I was really confused once I couldn't click on stuff. And I'm using track IR to look around this, and it's gonna make my neck stiff because I'm trying to find. So I'm just like press Alt C to change from clickable and look around. So let's just look around normally here. And what was it? It was 10. Set engine fuel selector to norm. This will turn on all fuel pumps, which will also automatically control the aircraft center of gravity. See? Fully automated flying computer, the F-16 Fighting Falcon, aka the Viper. Alright, normal engine feed. Okay, there it is. Alright, it is normal already. So I'll leave it there. That's fine. You can check that one off. Set, could I edit this? I'm not going to go into this now, but it would be cool if I could just check things off here. Alright. So I'm here now. Set air source selector knob normal. And Sheepa says you want to make sure your enemy hears you firing rage. An applause for Sheepa, ladies and gentlemen, always coming with some comments that make me laugh. Enemies, they will hear and they will see my air rage when I've taken off. Maybe if there are any enemies here. I don't know if I put any enemies. Look at defog. Okay, set air source selector to normal. That's over here. This will open the engine bleed air valves when engine is pulled up, which sets automatically air pressure to air temperature control, cockpit pressure regulation, and avionics systems cooling. You know, it's like having a PC. It's like having a bunch of GE Force 3070 ties on your airplane. They get really hot, so you need like to keep them cool. So this is what we're gonna do here. 11. Where is that? That looks like it's on the right side there. So let me do Alt C here, and let's look on the right side. What was it? That's lighting. It's below lighting. Okay, there it is. And we want it on norm. Okay, that's already on norm. There it is. That's off. It's already on norm. So this stuff is already done. 12. Verify the throttle is at the off detent. No, note you can use Shift N to set throttle off. Okay, 12. Okay, let's go take a look at the throttle on the other side. Okay. That looks about right. Set jet fuel starter switch aft to start too. That's in over here. That's by engine and jet on the left. Okay, we want to start to left click. Note that start 1 and start 2 refer to the what? Number of compressed air bottles used to start the jet fuel starter. Normally one should be sufficient in cold conditions. However, you may need to use the 2 bottles on hot days or high altitudes to generate enough air pressure to spool up the jet. You need like jet bottles in this thing? No wonder it costs like a fortune. How much stuff, no wonder these planes cost a fortune. How much stuff do you need on it just to, you know, turn it on? Okay, so start 2, jet fuel starter. There it is. Let's take a look at where it is over here. And here is where track IR just, oh, there it is. This is an example here of what track IR, how it's useful. Okay, look, it's behind the throttle there. Okay, if I put on my hat now, all right, and I enable track IR, all right, and I look down here. This is the cool thing about track. You can move your whole body and look behind stuff. Okay, that's the cool thing. That's why track IR is awesome. Okay. All right, we want track start 2. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and I hear something. Do you hear that? Oh, those jet compressed air bottles are someone is squeezing the computer is squeezing one of these compressed air bottles, and I can hear it. All right. Let's see. Okay. So that was what over here, 13. Now, okay. The compressed air bottle is firing up. When the jet fuel starter reaches idle RPM within 30 seconds, the GFS running green light should illuminate. There it is. That's illuminated. Flight control systems relay light should extinguish. Okay, that's gonna. I'll just pretend that that's extinguished. I forgot where that is, but I think it was on the side. It was around here. All right. Stand by. Okay. This one is illuminated. Yep, that's illuminated. There it is. But this one shows 2, and that one is shows just 1. I'm freezing up here. Okay, that's ELC. Okay, that's there. That's on. This one here. The only thing that looks different is this one here. That's not on there. And here says that it's on. So the JFS run light should illuminate. Flight control system relay light should extinguish. That's B. Okay, that's extinguished. Yep. C. Flight control system's permanent magnet generator should illuminate. Permanent magnet generator. Okay, that one is not. The permanent magnet is not illuminated. So I don't know if I forgot something, or if it's a bug, but the permanent magnet thing is not illuminated here. Let's take a look at that thing. How about start 1? Nope. Start 2. Oh, off. Okay, let's see. Alright, run. Okay. Main generator, the flex system and magnet generator is not on. Maybe I have to turn a power. Maybe it's probably the problem is between my headphones probably, but let's see if we can keep going. Alright. Alright, engine start. When jet fuel starter is operational, a clutch inside XRA drive gearbox ADG will engage driving the General Electric F-110 engine through the accessory drive gearbox and power takeoff shaft. Engine RPM will increase, gradually spooling up to 20 to 25 RPM. Okay. Alright, when engine RPM reaches between 20 and 25%, move throttle from off position to idle position. Right shift home. Moving throttle too early may result in an engine hot start. Oh dear, okay. Let's try to move the throttle and let's see what happens. What was it? Right control home? Have I not mapped my throttle? I thought it was automatically mapped. Let's see. Right shift home. Alright. Alright, now my throttle's working. That magnet thing is still off. I think you did everything right. Press R shift home to get fuel to the engine and let it spool. Copy that. Thank you, Saladino. Spooling up. Oh, look, the flaps are descending. That's funny. I didn't do that. It just did it by itself, unless I pressed the button by mistake. Let's try to put them up again. No. All right. 1-2 boss. We have turned on the engine of the F-16 Fighting Falcon, aka the Viper, aka the plane from Iron Eagle, the 1980s film. Where the kid, he was a fighter pilot, but he could not do well unless he had Walkman and he was listening to good rock music or something. You know? It does that automatically. That's because you got hydraulics. The flaps, cool, awesome. Thank you, Saladino. Saladinosaurus, coming in of the help here. Smaller gaming engine power often provides hydraulic pressure, which could be why the flaps flipped into default position there. Sardinus beat me to it. Awesome. Thank you, Smaller Gaming, for coming in and letting me know as well. I appreciate it. And there was this light that didn't turn on. This little thing here, the flight control system permanent magnet generator, that never came on. This thing over here, and I don't know if that's gonna cause me a problem or not. We'll find out, I guess. If maybe my compass doesn't work or like my heads-up display. I don't know. All right, look at this. Look, this looks pretty awesome, huh? Look at that. Look at the detail on that stuff. You can see like the individual pixels of this MFD, of this multifunctional display here. This is nuts, man. Hydrate, thank you, Iceberg. Smaller Gaming saying, I like learning streams like this. I did the same thing when learning the 810, which is why I have some hydro knowledge at this point. Awesome, yeah. I love airplanes and I love learning stuff. And so I enjoy this too. I like to have just pure action streams as well that you start in the air, but I like to do these as well. Okay. If the airplane engine is too loud, let me know and I'll turn it down, please. Okay. Because in DCS you can go to like options and you can go to audio and you can get in cockpit sound down if you want. But I like to be able to hear every little thing, like the little clicks and stuff, so I'm keeping it high here. And Saladino Saros says all those lights are extinguished, so it's all good. I think it's a little quiet actually. Maybe turn it up a bit. Sure. Let's see. Where's my DCS sound file? Yeah, please feel free to let me know if you wanna, if it's too quiet. And let me also see if I mean, I could open the canopy for us to hear how hot it is, how loud it is. Where else did I have a setting? Oh, in the game itself, maybe. How about that? That better? Louder? Let me know. Louder? I'll put it louder. It's one of the things I did. The reason I'm wearing this hat with this stuff here instead of headphones and the track IR thing on the headphones is because those make my ears so hot, and I don't have air conditioning here, so I just have these in-ear headphones. What I do is I did it specifically for streaming. I bought this thing. It was like about $10, and I can control the volume control for my headphones with this thing. So I can lower the volume for myself and not for you, but I'm still sometimes I forget, you know, and if I'm shouting, it's probably because my volume over here is too loud. All right. Indeed, it's also comforting to know that you have a valuable skill in case there's a zombie apocalypse. Now someone needs to make a ground crew simulator. Hey, you know, you have to. That's why I play video games. I need to prepare for the zombie or for any type of apocalypse. So if they need a fighter pilot to strafe a bunch of zombies in downtown New York City, I'm here. If they need someone to with a shotgun, you know, to shoot at them, I play games with shotguns. And if they someone with like a, you know, a ninja star, I think there's games like that too. That's a little too loud now. It's louder than your voice. Copy that. Let me turn it down. It's very sensitive, the sound in DCS. Let's leave it around there maybe. Alright. Oh, whoa, 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 and it's moving. Brakes. Whew. I thought I had a parking brake on. I guess the parking brake, I mean, there's so much thrust in this thing that this airplane has a 1-to-1 thrust ratio. You can point it straight up if you don't have any stores and it'll go straight up like a rocket, okay? I thought the brakes were on. Let's make sure that it is on. Maybe automatically turned off because of the thrust, okay? Excellent, Saladino. If you throttle up too much, maybe it will turn off. Copy that. Alright. Alright, we're doing good. Let's go back to the manual. Okay, the engine RPM and FTIT, fan turbine inlet temperature, should increase. Only the RPM and FTIT indicators will function using the standby generation until the standby generator comes online, okay? So we can take a look on the other side here on the RPM. I remember this from the Falcon 4.0. I think it was on the side here. There you go. There's your RPM right there. So we're at about 650, and 17 is okay. Am I missing something here? There's no 17. Maybe Chuck missed a 17 here. This is an early access plane still, although it's going to proceed much faster now apparently because they're done with the F-18, I think, or they're almost done with the F-18. The SEC caution light goes off at 20% engine RPM, so I guess we're probably not going to have any caution lights. Things are doing good. Yeah, no caution lights are on here on the right hand side, so that's fine. The standby generator becomes operational at approximately 60% RPM. This should extinguish the engine warning light and the standby generator light, okay? So let's see if those are extinguished. I think they are already because I already put my throttle up a little bit. Yeah, those are all extinguished. Those lights there are extinguished as well. What a classic cockpit. And 5 to 10 seconds after standby generator comes online, the main generator comes online. Main gen light extinguishes and the standby generator goes offline. Alright, so all that stuff is done, I believe. The JFS should have automatically shut down at approximately 55 RPM. Turn the JFF off if that did not occur. Okay, that's 21. The jet fuel starter, right? Okay, so let's go switch it to off. All right. So that's over here. Yep, it's off. The green light run is not on, so the jet fuel starter is off. That's good. You know, that's like this guy you have in the back with a match. You know, he writes a match and he throws it in there, and just kidding. All right, what else? What else? Okay, verify engine parameter stabilize as follows. This is all over here on this side. 22B fuel flow 7 to 700 parts per hour, I guess that is. Very important for fighter aircraft. That's why it's a big letters over here is fuel flow. Okay, it's at 100 right now. It's quite a bit. Let's zoom out a bit and take a look. Compare. I'll put on the right side here. Let's compare it a bit to the manual. Let's move the manual to the left side. Okay, 22B. Fuel flow 700 to 1,700. So we're 1,200. That's right about the middle. That's good. Oil pressure 15 psi minimum. That's C. That's over here. We're at 20, almost 30. That's fine. Oil. The warning light was off. I already checked that. Okay. Nozzle position greater than 94%. Yep, it's at 100, and I think this is. This is this thing over here, the back, the nozzle. I think it's this big. These basically flaps on the behind the engine. What a crazily complicated machine. Huh? All right. What else? Engine RPM 62 to 80%. Okay, we're about 65. Fan turbine inlet temperature 650 degrees C or less. That's on F. Okay, yeah, we're at about just under 400. That's good. Hydraulic pressure systems A and B. That's 22. No, that was the F. G is where is G? Over here. 280, 50 to 350. Okay. Let's take a look. There they are. Move my head a little bit to the side. Yeah, I think that's fine. All right. Okay, now let's move on. Avionics, very important note. Verify that engine is running and air source selection always set to norms since engine bleed air cooling is required before turning on avionics system. Okay. I think I had already checked that, and I don't think the plane's going to stop right now, so we're going to keep moving. Set modular mission computer power switch to on. Let me turn this down a little more. Okay, 23A, that's gonna be on the left hand side, I think. So move this over to the right. Let me just pause it over here, and we'll try to find out where that is. Power avionics. Is it here? Or it's not? Let's see. Distinguishing lights, IFF. 23 power avionics. DTU. Maybe it's over here. Maybe it's on the other side. There it is, power avionics on the other side. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna go in and put the switches in the position they say here. So that. Alright. 27 GPS. 28 data link. Alright. A series of bits built-in tests will perform as avionics systems are powered, okay. Alright, look at that. That little thing turned on there. That looks so cool. You can see like the little pixels on the display. Very, 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 very nice cockpit. That's very, very nicely modeled. Alright, okay. I don't know what the air source... Oh, here you go. The air source. Like, I should have checked that. Let's check that again. I think that's on the right-hand side. Yeah, it's normal. There it is. Okay, so that's fine. So that was the top one there. Okay. Alright, set up avionics. Set up the left HDPT, left hardpoint power switch on if high-speed anti-radiation missile is equipped. Nope, for now it should be left off. I don't have anything equipped on this plane right now, so I'm just and I don't know if they have harm if harm missiles are modeled yet. I think they're still working on those. Basically a missile that you fire, and if there's a surface-to-air missile that's trying to hit you, it'll basically follow that radar energy from the surface-to-air missile radar and then blow it up. I used to like those search and destroy anti-radar missions a lot in Air Simulator. They are implemented? Oh, that is awesome, man. Cool. I'm excited about F-16 now. I'm very excited. Alright, set. Okay. Guys, I'll just leave it off because I don't have those there, right? Or should I turn all those things on? Okay, 31, set right, hardpoint power switch on. If a target input is equipped, no. On the right chin, hardpoint. That's one down there. You can see on the airplane I don't have anything equipped, it's just by itself. That is awesome that they're modeling all this stuff though. Okay. A little bit louder. If it's too low, let me know. Alright, what else? Fire control radar power switch on. Okay, that's 32. 32A over there. Okay. That's on the right hand side, I think. And that's the crazy thing about this, that how the hell am I gonna look over there? Alright. Alright. That's on. That's on. Might as well give power to the hard points. Why not? Let's just turn everything on here. Okay, even though that's not there. Set up avionics, set COM1 UHF and COM2 VHF radio power volume knobs on. Volume as required. Okay, so that's 34. Alright, that's by radio there. I haven't seen the radio yet. Let's see where it is. I think it was around here somewhere, wasn't it? Now I'm confused. Stand by. Where the heck is this radio thing? Is it on the side? I could have sworn it was that side, but maybe not. Hydraulic pressure. Look at that, all this stuff is turned on. That looks so cool. Take another look. Maybe I haven't turned this on yet, that's why I can't see it probably. Where the heck is this radio thing? Okay, what is written on it? Channel and UHF. UHF and audio. Okay. We're looking for channel, UHF, and audio. Only fighter on the Portuguese Air Force. Really? The F-16? Is that true? Well, they picked a good one. If I could pick one fighter for my Air Force, I'd definitely pick the F-16. Look at that little fuel flow moving. That's pretty cool. Where the heck is the radio stuff? I think it was, what did I was looking for audio, I think. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. Yeah, there it is. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. So, 34, SETCOM 1 UHF, COM2 VHF, volume knobs on as required, okay? That's 34. Oh, that's I'm having trouble because it's under the throttle. Okay, there it is. It's under the throttle there. Wow, I can turn the knobs too. That's pretty amazing. All right, I'll just turn the volume up on these the power knobs. Put it maximum, and I just have to remember that's under the throttle. If it's like the ATC talks to me and it blows my eardrums out. We only have like 5 or 6 or maybe 4. Really? Are you from Portugal too, Pernas? I've been to the airport in Lisboa. I'm originally from Brazil, but I would love to visit Portugal and eat some bacalhau, some codfish. Apparently Portugal is some of the best. Okay, 35 set. Okay, COM1 UHF, COM2 VHF readable switches SQL squelch. Okay, not I guess not. The query language. It's not a MySQL, it's squelch. Okay, so 35 SQL. It's already set at SQL. Alright, and the other one, and 35 as well. That's fine, that's also SQL. Set UHF backup radio function knob both or main as desired. Okay, that's 36, that's up here. Oh, here we go, look at that. Both. Leave it on main. Scroll heads up display symbology intensity to turn on the HUD. Oh, here we go. This is a moment, ladies and gentlemen. So this is 37. That's okay, over there. Okay, it makes sense that it would be in the front because all right, here we go. Here we go. The heads up display is going to come on. Yeah. Oh yeah, I feel like I'm coming back home here in an F-16 after many years of not flying one of these airplanes. I love this heads-up display. Chupena says yes, he's from Portugal. I live 50 kilometers from Lisboa. I'm like 100 kilometers from the airbase. The F-16s are stationed. Awesome. You ever see them flying by you? I'm originally from Brazil. I lived in Italy a long time. And I saw EF-2000s fly around near Puglia when I was traveling there for a while. Puglia is like the right side of the heel of Italy. And here in New York City, sometimes I see F-16s, like this plane I'm flying right now, and F-18s fly around. Well, once or twice a year they fly around here. But I see a lot of Black Hawks, a lot of Ospreys, and a lot of Cobra helicopters flying around here. Drew Brennan says, I think I've heard him today passing by the ocean. Yeah, you can never forget the jet fighter sound. You know, you don't miss those. It's awesome. All right, we're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. It's not incredibly exciting, but you know, we're getting there. All right, 38. Set communications identification switch to upfront control. This enables control of primary communication navigation identification functions from the upfront controls, which are these over here. Okay. Oh no, there's someone playing bachata music out there. Okay, they're going away. That's good. Okay, UFC upfront controls to UFC. Okay, and that's by IFF. Identify friend or foe. Okay, this is the kind of like the squawk in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Okay, but you're telling them I'm friendly. I'm not an enemy, so don't. It should do it automatically. These planes. Where is that? Let's see, IFF. Let's see if we can find it. IFF, that's test, flight control, roll trim, pitch trim is back there. Here you go, IFF. Alright, upfront controls is already there. Upfront controls, alright. And and we're good. Okay, perform inertial navigation system alignment. Holy moly. Alright. Normal and stored heading. I'm just gonna put normal. I'm just gonna jump in here, okay? 39. Set embedded GPS inertial navigation system selector to switch to align to norm for normal alignment. Okay, this will perform the inertial navigation system alignment. It'll take approximately 8 minutes for a full alignment, while a stored heading alignment will approximately take 2 minutes. Alright, I'm just gonna turn it on and hope that it works. What was it? 39. Avionics and power. I think it was around here. Oh no, it's on the other side. Now I remember. So slowly I'm gonna remember this. It's gonna take a while, but there it is. Avionics and power on the right hand side. And that's why, you know, when you look at how complicated all this stuff is, that's why it takes a long time for it. Why, you know, it's not a great idea to have fighter pilots flying loads of different airplanes all the time, because it takes time to learn and become really proficient of this. And you have test pilots that fly a lot of different planes, but fighter pilots, you know, it's fun to fly a lot of different planes, but you know, you learn it. You can learn. It's good to fly a lot of different things, but you have to get the check right, and you have to be proficient if you're gonna go fight in one of these things. All right, norm. All right, and then all this stuff, we can check how long before the alignment is done. And I think what this does is, like, these airplanes, like, you know, modern jets, jetliners too, and stuff like that, okay, have 2 minutes 3 minutes, no, time into alignment, minutes, 0, 97, okay, I'm at 79, valid heading data, okay. It's doing its thing. Chupana says we have an event here that goes around all of Europe. It's called Tiger Meet. It's a meeting from all Tiger squadrons around the world. I've seen the A-10 B-1 Lancer. I have a model of the B-1 Lancer, well, a die-cast model from my childhood at my mom's house. German Tornadoes. That's an amazing airplane too. EF-2000, even a Russian Mi-24. That is so cool. I'm excited about flying the Hind in this too. I think if I had to buy 2 things in DCS, it would be the Hind and the F-16. All around Europe and the world also. Cool. Yeah, I should go to an air show. It's been a long time. Alright, let's just keep moving forward here. Ground speed, true heading, system altitude, longitude coordinates, latitude coordinates, and time into alignment in minutes. I'm at, oh, okay, I'm in 1 minute and 0.6 into the alignment. It says it takes about, when this turns to 6 here, then it'll be ready. But it says it takes about 8 minutes if you're gonna do the normal alignment when you don't have a stored heading. Okay, so basically, like, you have like this, it's basically a ball inside, like a magnetic ball inside a container, and every time you move the aircraft, this thing senses your movement, and you have to calibrate it before, say, you know, where you are, and basically with this thing, if the GPS satellites get turned off or stop working, you will still know where you are, because this is a, I forget what it's called, but it's a gyroscopic device that, based on all the movements that have happened in the airplane since it started moving, it will be able to say where on Earth you are. It's a pretty amazing thing. A pilot described it to me once. You know, I'm probably saying it wrong, but it sounds around like it sounds something like that. It was supposed to happen here in Beja last year, but the pandemic changed it all. Yeah, changed a lot of things, right? Pretty much everything. Thankfully, still have good flight simulators to play. Even better flight simulators, you know. The pandemic, I think, in a way, was a really good thing for the flight sims, because a lot more people are staying home, you know. Why not try to learn how to turn on the F-16 and fly? How long have I been talking here? I have been talking here and trying to fly this thing for 1 hour and 26 minutes into the start of this F-16. Of course, I'm also talking, going on tangents and stuff. All right. But we'll get there. All right. Okay, I said I did the line norm, and the in-navigation system is available in the data entry display, which is a set of data that's in progress. Okay, so that's there. We're looking at that. All right. We're 3 minutes into it. Okay, enter and confirm aircraft coordinates used for alignment. You must latitude and time to your aircraft, and it's been 2 minutes after starting alignment. If you do that, 2 minutes to resume a degraded alignment. I haven't done that. I don't think I'm gonna do that because you know, I could put it in by doing all this stuff, but I'm not gonna worry about that because I do want to take off here today. Okay, but the way I would do it is I would go here. I would go 41. I would look at the map. Okay. So I could look at the outside view, and on the bottom there you can see the coordinates, the location. I mean, it's a little bit obscured by my view here, but we can look at it in the map too. And here you go. This is the coordinates. We could input this in on this thing in the airplane over here in order to put that in. Stand by. I think it go like that. There you go. Move those around like that. So latitude, let's try to do it, to hell with it, okay? Let's put, okay, let's try to put in our latitude. So latitude is, what, 13 degrees and 35, 13 degrees, 35 minutes, 25 seconds. Is that how that works? 13, 35, 25. 13, oh, it's already there. It put it for me, okay? But look, I can do it 13, 25, 35. Did that work? I think I did it wrong. 13, 25, 13, 35, 25. That's why pilots have checklists. Where's the clear? Okay. 13. Enter. Oh, 35, 25, or, oh, it puts 52. I'm doing something wrong there. Oh, I'm gonna go crazy here. Wow. One more time. Wow, okay. Yeah, I don't know when things are gonna come back to normal, man. I'm gonna skip this stuff because you know, it's not that important right now. It would be important normally, okay? Normal alignment, okay, I'm gonna skip all this stuff. But that's just awesome that they simulate all this. This is so crazy, okay? Ready, complete. Alright, I'm just gonna leave that stuff as is. Inertial navigation and alignment. Navigation, okay, we go back to the navigation down here. Where was it? No, it's not there. What is there? Avionics and power, right? Yeah, here you go. Navigation, okay. Alright, that was an alignment navigation. I understand that. Okay, set up data link. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's do it. Power up data link. 44A. It's here in avionics and power, so we're already here. Turn that on, 44B. Switch to off since not using the block variant F-16, okay. Horizontal situation display page, select data link transmission option, okay. So we go back over there. That one, I think I saw it, it's over here. You want to find out what the situation is. Select data links transmission option to L16 by toggling the OSP. Oh, but I don't. Okay, that's not doing that. Let's go back to the data link on this side. Stand by. Turn it on and see if that works. No. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that stuff either. I'm just going to skip this stuff because I want to take off. Alright. I'll worry about the data link later. I'm going to come back to that section. Set up IFF. I'm not going to be shot at right here. I mean, we could do it quickly. IFF. I think that's on the left-hand side. I saw it back there somewhere. I'll zoom out a little bit. There it is. Was it standby? Normal, okay. Alright. And then press that button on the front panel over there. Apollo Rabinho, my cat is meowing here. Is it time for him to eat? No, we have half hour, Apollo. Alright. IFF is on. Awesome. What's going on? I was AFK for a second. I'm still turning it on. I went on a couple of tangents, but I'm still here. I skipped the data link setup because I want to take off today. You know, it'd be funny if I blow up after all this, which is probably what's going to happen. Spoiler alert, but we'll see. The complete aircraft setup. Uncage standby attitude director indicator by turning the cage knob to the middle position. Red off flag should disappear when standby attitude indicator is uncaged. Okay. Let's this is very important, these indicators, especially when you're flying clouds or at night. Okay. So by turning the cage knob to the middle position. Okay. There you go. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that animation there. Alright, leaving the middle position. Set appropriate fly-by-wire control mode by setting stores config switch as per ordnance layout. I guess it'll be air-to-air one, Cat 1, because I don't have anything on the plane. I don't have wing tanks, so I'd say it'll be Cat 1. Where is that? That's 50 is down here by those wheels. So I saw that. That's over here. We're at Cat 1 already, so we'll just leave it at Cat 1. Set oxygen supply lever to on. That's good because we'll need some oxygen up there so we don't suffocate. Where is that? Oh, that's by the fuel flow. Okay, so the fuel flow I remember seeing was back on the right hand side here. This little moving thing that looks pretty cool. It's like one of those oxygen things in the hospital, you know. And what was it? Oxygen supply lever to on. This is 51 right there. Okay, it's already on. That's good. Not asphyxiating here. We're at 52. Set oxygen emission lever to normal. That's already at normal. Excellent. Set oxygen diluter level to normal. That's normal as well. 54. Confirm oxygen pressure indicators in the green range. We are in the green range right there. Alright, in real life you would need to request the ground crew to remove the EPU, emergency power unit safety pin, however this is not simulated. Hey ground crew, this is Jimmy, get the, disconnect the emergency power unit please. Okay, we'll simulate that they're doing. What's going on? That's fine, it's your first startup. Yep, first ever. Aye aye, Saladinosaurus. My first startup. Let's go back to the drone zone. Let's change the music up a little bit because, you know, I don't want to... If it's too loud, let me know. Alright. Alright, so... Complete aircraft setup. Yes, we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. We are at page 102. I didn't do all the other pages, but it's been like a few pages already. Okay. Press threat warning, azimuth radar warning receiver, power button. The radar warning receiver will enter a built-in test sequence. Okay, that's 57. Where's that stuff? Looks like the top left. Okay. Is that it there? Yeah. 57, okay. Okay. 58, I'm just gonna click this stuff because that's on, that's on. That's on. These two are almost, that's 61. Countermeasure dispenser system on, okay. Missile warning system. Alright, countermeasure dispensing, jammer, a bunch of automated stuff here. Okay, it should light up and see how many flares and shafts we have. If someone fires a radar guided missile, we open the cockpit and we throw a bunch of tinfoil out of the cockpit in hopes that the radar goes after that. If someone fires a heat-seeking missile, usually, you know, often shoulder launched, then we open the cockpit and we light a flare and we throw it out the window. These systems here, they do it for us, so we don't have to open the cockpit window. Okay, what's next? This 64, 63, that's one, and this one is semi. What are those? Semi countermeasure selector. This is all like programs for the countermeasures. All right, let's just put in semi. Oh, here you go, and now the green light's turned on. All right, and we should, our threat indicator, which, remember, this thing would really scare me. Here it is. When you have like a radar pointed at your aircraft, this thing here will show you if the radar is to your, you know, 2 o'clock to your north-northeast, something will light here. If it lights far away, it's far away. If it lights close, it's close, and it has a bunch of symbology there that will tell you the type of radar, or it's airplane, or it's ground radar. Memory will come back. Chupernas. There's a World War II airplane that you should shoot the flare through the fuselage with a flare gun. That's awesome. You know that in IL-2 Sturmovik, I don't know if you have that game, you can open the canopy and you can pull out a flare gun and fire flares. That's really cool. And you also can fire 45 pistol. I think I once shot down a Focke-Wulf 190 with a 45. It might not have happened. He might have lost control, crashed, but I have a clip of it. Alright, we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen, but I need to take a little break here. Okay, we're in a complete... oh, we're going to talk to people, right? So, we're almost there. And I'll be back shortly. I'll take a little break here. I'll get away from the airplane so that you can see the island here. It's a German one. Does any flight simulator model it? That'll be very interesting for me. Do you remember the name of the plane? That sounds really through the ground, huh? The fuselage. All right. I will be right back. I need to take a short break. When I come back, we're gonna continue powering up this F-16. I'll leave you with this view. Thanks for being here. I'll be right back. Fruits I have to rehydrate. All right, will we or won't we be able to take off with this F-16 Fighting Falcon, this Viper that we've been turning on for the past hour and a half whilst talking about all sorts of other tangents. Thanks for being here. I'm Hypertexthero. Welcome to hyperspace. I'm Simon. I'm not really a hero, but I try play one on video games. And you are heroes for being here. Thanks so much. And Icebird, welcome, Bike Fighter Pilot. And Iceberg, by the way, I'm sorry I haven't, I did say I was gonna come and fly through your, drop by your, land at your airport. I will do that eventually. If it's not today, it'll be tomorrow, alright? By the airport where you said you're nearby. Chuperna says, okay, it's here in the, oh, it's here in DCS, that plane that you fire, shoot the flare through the fuselage with a flare gun. Didn't remember the name of the plane. I'll open DCS to check. Awesome. And it actually simulates that? You can fire a flare gun through it? You like to see me DCS? Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely... I'm gonna get the F-16. I'm gonna have... I really need to get a job because I'm gonna be spending... If I get into DCS, I'm gonna be... And Microsoft Flight Simulator and IL2, I'm gonna have so much to spend so much money on these planes, but... You know, I do want to get World War II fighters for these too because they're fun, alright? Alright, here we go. Our engine is on, the F-16 is probably not very happy. And is it way too loud? The DCS? It's a little loud for me. Let's try it there, is that better? Yeah, my cap's, where is my cap? Oh, you're right, I totally forgot it. Hold up, go this way. I'm gonna have to take another break shortly because it's almost time to feed the cats, and they'll go nuts and start and jump and destroy my streaming setup here if I, you know, forget. How's the sound? Is it too loud, the jet sound? Something changed here and it seems loud for me, but hopefully it's okay for you. All right. Okay, where were we? Complete aircraft setup, 65. Let me just move this somewhere else for now. Thank you, Chupernas, appreciate it. Obrigado. Muito obrigado, meu amigo. Muito obrigado. Wonderful thing about Twitch also in this interconnected world of the internet is you can talk to people around the world. It's so cool, you know. I still am amazed by that. Even though, you know, it's common for a lot of people today, I am still amazed that we can do this. That we're doing this right now. I'm playing a video game and broadcasting it to people around the world. Amazing. Alright. 65 equipped either the helmet mounted queuing system helmet or NVG's night vision goggles as required. Okay, we're not at night, so I guess we're equipping the helmet mounted queuing system. You know, it's like a VR type headset, but it's like a track IR but for fighter pilots, I guess. And press the communication menu to contact ground crew, F8 select ground queue, and F5 to change helmet mounted device. Oh wow. Okay. / let's see. Forward slash is on the top right there. Ground crew is F8. Because I know there's some planes in this, like I think the F5. You need to have the ground crew control electrical systems and stuff, so there's that too, okay. Rearm refuel, ground electric power, request repair, wheel chocks, change helmet mounted device. Set up JHMCS, okay, F1. Alright, done. And what does that do? If you want to use HS, how to manage? Okay, the thing, the HMS was installed. Set the HMS symbolic and testing knob to ink. Okay. Oh, and then it appears in your helmet? Oh wow, I never knew the F-16 had this. Okay. 65 is by the chaff and the flares down there. Let's check it out. Wow. Hey, look at that. Wow, I didn't know, I thought only the Russian planes have this, but I mean, it's been a while since I've flown an F-16. And look at that, automatically turns off when you look at the heads-up display. That is so awesome. It gives you the bearing. It gives you airspeed, altitude. Wow, no, radar's not turned on yet. Jeez, we have to turn on the radar still. I think you only turn on the radar when you take off, right? Or can you turn off on the ground? You never get lost anymore. I know, it's like having the mobile phones, right? You just fire it up. There's a loss about not getting lost as well. I like getting lost. That's one of the things I like about computer games, that let me get lost. The open world games. Alright. Complete aircraft setup. Load the data transfer cartridge, DTC data via the DTE, the data transfer equipment page. Okay, these are not simulated yet. Okay, so that's placeholder. So basically, it's like a VHS tape. You know, this plane is from the 70s, so you would plug in some VHS tapes somewhere in a receptacle. Is it on the other side? I think I saw a little wire thing like that on the other side. Or was it on this side? Let's see. I forgot. Oh, here it is, back here. You basically would plug in a little tape here, like a 3.5 or 5.25 inch floppy, or a zip disk. You would plug it in there probably. I don't know. I'm just making that up, but it's not simulated yet. And then that data would, I guess, appear somewhere. All right, that's not simulated yet. All right, data placeholder will be there. Alright, complete aircraft setup, clear avionics, not simulated yet. So the test, okay, perform aircraft post-start checks. Wow. Optional, we're not going to do it now then, because we're just going to pretend that it's working, okay? Perform aircraft post-start checks. Optional, we're not going to do it right now. We could do it just to see everything light up, just to see if it is cool. Okay, press and hold the MUL IDS button. Okay, that's pretty easy. Let's do this one, because this will be kind of fun to see all this stuff light up. I think it's on this side over here. Is that right? There it is. I see it. The thing is, how the heck am I going to look at the lights turn on if I'm looking over here? Alright, it's working. The way I did it is this is how I did it. I looked at it. I stand by. I looked at it, I clicked, and I kept holding. I'm holding my mouse button right now. And then I look, while still holding the mouse button, I'm looking around. And it's all the lights that turn on are turned on for you to see that everything is working. That's pretty awesome. Look at that. And I'm gonna release the mouse button, and it turns off. Really cool. Okay. All right. Back to it. What else? Those I don't have to worry about. Post start checks optional. I'm not gonna do these. 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 Wow. You know, even being a fighter pilot is have a lot of, well, obviously gonna have a lot of checklists of any airplane, but you think it's all fun and games. Look at all this checklists. You have to look at all this stuff you have to check. That's why I carry a clipboard full of pages in there. Verify PU. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to taxi. I'm just not gonna worry about all this stuff. Okay. Verify the parking bearing status disengaged, anti-skid. Okay, I think I remember where that is. It's right by the wheels over here. Okay, it's at anti-skid. Alright. It automatically disaggregates if RPM is greater than 85, because the plane is pushing you, you know, very hard. Turn on taxi light down. Press NWS MSL step button. Nose wheel steering, air refueling, disconnect the missile step on the stick to engage nose wheel steering for taxi. This will allow you to turn using rudder pedals. The NWS stabilizer indicates no wheel steering is active. So it's here. I haven't mapped that. So I have not mapped that to my stick. Is that going to be a problem? Trooper is coming back saying the Focal 190A8 has it. Oh, amazing. Okay. And it simulates it, huh? That is awesome. Do you ever play this on? Do you play this on online service, Chilpernas? Because I would love to play this on online service at some point. We could fly together. All right, I have not mapped this thing, so let's just see. Let's turn on the taxi lights. Look at the taxi light turn on there. Okay, and I'm gonna try to taxi a bit just to see if I can move things. That light is not on over there, but I'm just gonna go a little bit forward. Okay, no, it's not mapped, so I'm gonna have to map this stuff. Okay, rudder is turning, that's good. Elevators are good. So an interesting thing about the F-16, the ailerons are the big things here. They're like the flaps are the ailerons. Alright, so I'm gonna have to map that, what is it called? The NWAR disc, nose wheel steering area, if you disconnect missile step on the stick, okay? You're gonna have a break from that, from the engine sound there. And let's type steering and see, NWS, here we go. Oh, it's S in the keyboard. Okay, so I could just do it with the keyboard. I'm not gonna map it to the stick yet because I'm just gonna do it with the keyboard right now. Let's put it. Okay. I'm gonna do it with. Let's see, what would be a good one? Maybe this one. No, actually no. Maybe this one. So when I play that, when I press that, it turns that on. So it's, what is it called? Nose wheel steering, air refueling disconnect, and missile step. Wow, that's a mouthful. Oh, you can press directly on the in-game stick. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's try it. But I have no way of looking at that side of the stick. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can't see it very well. I think it's better to do it of the. I can barely see it from here. Yeah, it's over there. It's on that side, so hard to click. All right, I'm just gonna leave it over here. So now basically what this does is on the front here, it lets me steer. When I use the rudder, it'll make that little wheel turn as well. So let's try it. Yeah, there you go. Now the wheel's turning. And I should map brakes. Okay, this beast is ready for takeoff, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting there. We are almost there. Adjust controls. Brake. I always misspell brake. Brake, like that. Wheel brake. Access command. Let's put it. I'm just gonna put it what I put in all my other flight simulators. Oh no! Oh no! I don't have it as an axis. I don't have rudder pedals here. I'm using a Gladiator next to the twist. Okay, so let's do it like that. Oh yes! All right, we're moving. We're moving. If only the camera reached it. Yeah. Oh, this feels good. We're moving finally. We are moving, ladies and gentlemen. Brakes are working. All right, what else? Taxi. We forgot to turn on our lights. So let's do that. Our lights on this side. Taxi lights. Okay, it's not here. Where is it? ATU. I think it is on this side, but I'm just confused about where. I mean, it should be where that... It should be here, right? Lighting. Okay, there's 3 big knobs on the bottom and 1 on the top and 3 of those buttons. I'll try to remember it like that. There it is. It's behind the seat. That's why I'm having trouble seeing it. Wow, this is tricky. Okay. Let's try to swing my head over here and then look down. Wow, okay. Alright, anti-collision lights or any flash pattern setting. Okay. Yeah, that's one setting. See what it looks like. Flash steady, it's a flash fuselage bright. Bright. Formation lights bright 4E. That's a bright master normal. Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna put everything bright, and I think that should be good. Let's see. All right, here you go. I can see like it's blinking. You can put different patterns. It's pretty cool. Mark IX Hawk. I hope VKB bring out their throttle and FB combo soon. The VKB Tex. I'm looking forward to that too. I'm a huge fan of VKB controls right now. I have a VKB Gladiator Next, and I love this flight stick. It's especially the way it feels when you turn. It feels so nice. I love this flight stick. It twists too. One day I'll have the pedals, and I hope they come out of that soon. I was thinking about getting the Mongoose thing, but it's 350 bucks. You know, euros I think even. So I can't afford that right now, and I'm gonna stick with this. But I'm excited for that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting there. We're close to takeoff. Taxi. Okay, here we go. Fantastic. Taxi, perform taxi turns at 10 knots or less. Throw up slightly above idle to start taxiing. Taxi speed is generally below 25 knots. Okay. All right, line up on the runway. Turn off taxi light. Okay, positions light steady. All right, let's go over and to the runway, and then we'll do that stuff. Easy. Look how that plane moves. You can see the suspension. When I brake, you can see the suspension. Really awesome. Mark X Hawk says I have 2 times VKB glads for Star Citizen. Oh, awesome! We play Star Citizen too. Yeah, the controls in that are even like the simulated. They went for the dual stick setup. I've never tried one of those setups. I could try it because I have an old that I used for like 6 years TH Flight Hotta, so I could set up with that one. But I never used that. Right now I don't have a throttle. I'm just using the built-in little dial here in the VKB Gladiator Next. But maybe I should try that. Plugging that one in. Although I don't have that many USB ports left as well. Well, even in the ground, this airplane is agile. It feels very like very responsive. They were supposed to come out like this year, right? But I think with the pandemic, I'm talking about the Gladiator throttle. And after all this, I wonder if I'll have enough space to take off, because this looks like a pretty small runway here. I'm gonna get as much space as I can. Oh, but look at that, these little lights here. Imagine after all that I crashed into these little lights. Oh, there's a bunch of these little lights over here. Look at that. Okay, I have to be careful. I don't want to crash into those little things. Let's line up to the front of the runway. Did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way, because look where I am. I'm behind these little lights. I'm just gonna do something that's probably not allowed. I'm gonna go over the grass here of the F-16. No, it's not a World War II airplane. Alright, cleared those things. You can see how bright the taxi lights are. Hey Timmy! I'm in an F-16. I'm about to take off. You missed all the really fun part of me spending an hour and a half turning the plane on. And now I'm ready to take off. Let's see if I can take off. I have a feeling this runway is too short. That's not a lot of runway I'm seeing down there. I hope it's not too short. Alright, final checks now. Let's see. I'm gonna put the parking brake because I think we're in a slight incline over here. Alright, parking brake is engaged. He's acting like the fly. An applause for. I know you don't love the applauses, Iceberg, but that comment deserves an applause. Applause like the flying Fabio. You know, although he flies that DC-6, is it? He spent like 2 hours, or a lot of these flights only spent like 2 hours of the check. I mean, that's how it is flying these planes in real life, you know. It's kind of cool. You know, I got a little bit of opportunity for a chatter. Timmy Thumb, I don't know if, is it alright if I say what your dad's job was, Timmy Thumb? On stream? Timmy says we had F-16s at an Air National Guard base near here. Now they have A-10s. Yes, it sounds like I joined just in time to see the excitement. And Mark X Hawk says I haven't played DCS yet. I've downloaded the free base and watching Twitch to get a bit of an idea of it. We'll have a go over the weekend and decide if I want to grab a plane of the sale on at the moment and all. Mark X Hawks, check this out, okay? And by the way, if anybody, if the jet's too loud, you can barely hear me, let me know. Or if I'm talking too loud, please let me know, because I'm jumping into this jet and I haven't had a chance yet, because I'm a beginner at DCS. I haven't had a chance to do my sound level. So if it's ear splitting, please let me know. But here's some good news for you, Mark X Hawks. You can try any, as long as you don't have the Steam version, as long as you have the standalone version, you can try any plane, any map, anything you want for free for 2 weeks. Every 6 months, and then when the 2 weeks are over, you can try a different one every 6 months. Go to these 2 links here and do it. That's how I haven't bought the F-16 yet, but I'm trying for 2 weeks, because look at that, ends in 13 days. You can try anything you want, and that is awesome. That just started since last month, I think. Okay. All right. Okay, takeoff. Line up on the runway. Turn off the taxi light. Middle. And Timmy says, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so Timmy Thumb, ladies and gentlemen, his father is or was, I'm not sure if he's retired, a U.S. Air Force weather. He worked as a weatherman for the U.S. Air Force, I believe, which is awesome. You know, that's kind of like a dream job for me. I love weather. I would love to work as a weatherman for an Air Force. And after the trial, I think you have a 50% discount. That is so awesome that they're doing this. I think that's a really good idea. Mark says I downloaded the Steam version, but I uninstalled it and grabbed it from their website. Oh, my pleasure. Yeah, I had the Steam version too, and I uninstalled it and did this after I heard about this, because I'm like, okay, you know, Steam takes 30%. I mean, I like Steam, you know. I think it's good. It's a good Windows store for the developers, but the developers want more money, and you can get them more money by buying in their store. I'm all up for trying, especially if they give me a free 2-week trial of any airplane. Amazing, amazing, amazing deal that Ego Dynamics Digital Combat Simulations is doing here. Alright, those big flaperons. These are flaperons, the F-16s. A lot of these modifiers has. They're not ailerons, they're both flaps and ailerons, so they're flaperons, alright? I think that's what those are called. I may be misremembering here. But just a classic airplane from my childhood, this Spectrum Holobyte Falcon, 1987, I think I first flew an F-16 digitally. And here I am. I forgot to turn off the be right back, but that's alright, because I'm gonna be back shortly again before the takeoff, because I have to feed the cats before they go crazy, okay? Didn't realize it took, yeah, Steam, I think it's 30%, you know? But look, Twitch takes 50%, okay? If you subscribe to my channel on Twitch, $5, I get $2.50. Jeff Bezos or whoever is in charge now gets the other $2.50. That's crazy. But I just heard today that Facebook Maybe I'll go stream on Facebook. I mean, I don't like Facebook, but they're going to let it only take like 3% or something. So I think a lot of streamers are going to move to Facebook with that. Who knows? I mean, I like Twitch a lot as a platform, but 50% is a lot. I will be... oh, the 30% is variable. 30% is the max. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I thought it was always 30. Okay, one more second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm lined up here. I'm gonna go feed the cats. I will be right back and we'll take off. We'll try to take off. I don't know if there's enough space to take off here. I hope there is. And I don't know what direction the wind is coming from. Where's the windsock? We're gonna have to go look for the windsock in a little bit too. Be right back. Back Charlie is off. All right. Jack IR is on. All right. And here we are after... How long have we been here? We've been here for 2 hours and 12 minutes. I mean, I went on some tangents. I took a couple of breaks, but 2 hours and 12 minutes to turn on this F-16 and get ready for takeoff. And I skipped a bunch of stuff. I skipped a bunch of tests and stuff. Wow. Pilots need a lot of stamina. Welcome back to your sim life. All right. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Line number taxi. Turn off taxi light is the middle. Okay. What was the light? It was on the side, here. Oh no, it was here, I think. Landing lights. Okay, that's the middle. Okay, that's done. What else? Turn off taxi light. Set position lights switch steady. That's 3. Okay. That's so confusing because it's on the it looks on the manner that's over there, but it's actually over back here. Position lights steady. All right, and we'll see on the airplane that now it's steady. You see that little green light there? So if I put flash, it's flashing. Yes, I see steady. It's steady. It's pretty cool, huh? All right, what else? Set probe heat switch. Probe heat. The heck is that? Okay, probe heat. And that's all the way somewhere else in the flight control. There's 2 white buttons that'll help me remember where that is, I guess. Wow. Probe heat. Flight control. Okay, flight control. We'll look for that. By the gods. Oh, here you go. Flow control. Probe heat. Which one was it? This one here. And what do you set it to? Set probe heat, switch probe heat. 4 probe heat. And test. Oh, over here. There it is. Okay. Probe heat. Okay. That's the fire detection system, the emergency system. And Timmy Thumb said, I missed that he's retired at this point. After retiring from the Air Force, he moved over to education, but he retired from that as well at this point. Amazing. Timmy Thumb, recommended book for you. Keep Your Airspeed Up by Harold Brown. Look that up. He was also he was a test pilot for U.S. Air Force. Flew from like P-40s, PT-17 Stearmans all the way to P-51D and then or C, I think, and then became a test pilot for the Air Force. And then after all that, he retired and went to education. So that could be an interesting book for you or your dad. All right, and all right, 8. Okay, oh, that's at 4. Okay, that's that one. 3. Did I put that steady? Verify nose wheel steering is engaged. No nose wheel steering. I should double check here. It tells you right there. There it is. Nose wheel steering is engaged. There it is. All right. What else? Check speed brakes are closed, retracted. That's number 6. Okay, that's gonna be by the wheels over there on the bottom left. So there's the wheel thing. Speed brake is closed. Okay, they're closed. Yep. Check status panel, confirm corrective flight choices and mode is selected. Cat 1 or Cat 3. I should be Cat 1, I think, because you know, this fly-by-wire thing, the computer basically controls the airplane. We tell it what we want it to do, but then the computer sends signals and tells what things to move. Cat 3 is for air to ground. We have or like a bunch of like heavy things under the wings and stuff, and Cat 1 is air to air or just lighter. So we're at Cat 1. We're not carrying anything in the plane. Set radar altimeter switch to on. Here we go. Radar altimeter switch. Okay. Sensors and power, and there's that little thing with 50 there. Let's see if we can figure where that out. Sensors and power. Where the heck is that? Sensors and power. I don't know if it's here. It's, you know, gonna have to spend time learning this thing if I really want to learn how to do this quickly. There it is. Sensor power. Radar to on. All right. It was already on. Radar was already on. And basically on the F-16, I think a lot of planes, if you look at the heads-up display here, this is your altitude, and down here with that R, that's your radar altitude. So you actually have a radar sensor like somewhere below the airplane that sends signals so you can see actually exactly how far above the ground you are when this thing is on, instead of having to rely on the pitot, on the pressure, the atmospheric air pressure sensor, or whatever that's called. I don't know if those were measured by the pitot tube as well. Forget. All right, here we go. Hold wheel brakes, throttle up 90% RPM, confirm the engine is pulsed correctly. A, B, C, D, all this stuff here should be nominal. Throttle up to either military power if using light load, or full afterburner if using heavy loads, or using short running. I'm going to go to full burner here because I don't want to, after all this, crash in the end there. And release the wheel brakes. When reaching 70 knots, press the nose wheel steering and disc and step button on the stick to disengage nose wheel steering. Confirm that is extinguishes. Okay. Your takeoff speed is a function of your aircraft weight. I'm not carrying anything, so I'm not even going to worry about that. Okay, 70 knots. I pressed that so that the wheel is going. It's basically locking the tail wheel on a World War II fighter. Okay. All right. Gently pull back on the stick and establish a stick of attitude 8 to 12 degrees. Okay. So Using the takeoff speed table, we can determine that our takeoff speed for 34,000 pounds, approximately 173 knots. I'm gonna go up around 160 if I remember correctly, but let's see. Let's see how it goes, okay? Maybe it's gonna be even before that. We're just gonna go by feel. And the landing gear is there. And after that, we're off. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's see if we can take off of this thing, or if we're gonna blow up. Take off or blow up, I don't know. Here we go. We're ready. Wheel brake is... I'm holding the wheel brake. Full power. Full power. Whoa, this thing is fast. Holy crap. Okay, gear. My god, this thing is fast. I'm not used to flying a... And 1-2 boss! I'll give myself an applause after all that. Woo! Dude, this thing is so fast. We're flying. Wow. It's been years since I've flown one of these things. This snap roll? I don't know if I can do a snap roll with this one. I don't think so for Iceberg. Fun fact, you can overspeed the jet at lower altitudes when in a clean Viper. Really, like does the sim simulate that? Like you can like basically break pieces off it? Wow. It is kind of like coming home to me. It's like first ever flight simulator I ever played. Spectrum Holobyte Falcon. I'm gonna try to bring it up on YouTube here, so you can see what it's like. All right, just gonna fly around a little bit. Let's do some. Look at that! Look at that! You see that? Look at the wing. The forward slats automatically move. It won't have any negative effects yet, but in real life it would melt, deform the canopy. Oh my god. That is crazy, dude. I never knew about that. Whoa, this is a fun jet to fly. Wow. I think it was just a little stall warning. Because it thinks I'm flying too low, too slow. What? And look at this view. Look at the view of this thing. Really amazing. Try the afterburner. I think the F-16 has a 1-to-1 thrust ratio, which basically means you can point it straight up and it will go straight up if you're not heavy. Look at that. Look at that climb. Our fuel flow is gonna go really fast. Look at that fuel flow to the afterburners. Okay, then off afterburners. Look at that. With the afterburners, it goes to like 32,000 pounds or whatever. If you're a little lighter, it will accelerate. Oh, really? Like if pointing straight up, it will accelerate. That is crazy, man. What a crazy jet. I'm very impressed. This is really awesome. Trying some of the flyby view, the different views here. And you do have an option on the mission builder if you don't want to go through the whole startup procedure. And I hope that in the servers online you have that option too, to start, you know, at the warmed up, just ready to taxi. Because to be totally honest with you, I would do that a few times, but I wouldn't turn it on all the time from scratch, you know, unless I'm really feeling it. Pounds per hour. Oh, okay. So 32,400 pounds per hour. It guzzles fuels and afterburner. Go faster than the speed of sound, and then do a flyby. It has a sound effect. Let's do it. All right, we're gonna do a slight dive. Let's aim like over there. We're right now at 0.49 Mach, about half the speed of sound. We're gonna accelerate now. RPM, let's go to close to 100%. And we're gonna go on a shallow dive. And once this little number around here, that's 0.69, 70, and so on, gets to about 1.0, that will be the speed of sound. And we'll do a flyby. First, a flyby without the speed of sound, so that's what that sounds like. Here it goes. Now 093, 094, 095, 096, 097, a little bit more, 098, a little bit more. Let's put in the afterburner. Let's pull up a little bit so we don't crash. Okay, we're up faster than sound now, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just make sure that I'm gonna clear with the direction indicator, clear that little mountain there. There you go. And here you go. Altitude. Whoa, there's a sonic boom. The inhabitants of that things there. Can you deliver medics and you flying using F-16? I think an F-16B maybe, Timmy. I don't think an F-16A is a single, it only has space for one person. F-16B, you could deliver a medic. I don't know how you would do it, but you know, look at watch Iron Eagle, and I think they use an F-16B there in some of the scenes. Oh, whoa! Mark's X Hawk is following. Thanks so much for the follow, Mark X Hawks. Attach him to the wing and drop him. Yeah, I could do it like that. Whoa, 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 whoa! I went over to OBS and I almost crashed. Look at that need for speed, ladies and gentlemen. If you have the need for speed, this is the game for you. Look at this. Wow. Just crazy. Performance pretty good right now. I put the clouds back on, the shadows back up to high. It's feeling okay. Oh, and Apollo is here. Oh, yeah, Apollo. Oh, he's reminding me. He's reminding me that I have to... Oh, he's stepping on the keyboard. I hope you don't turn anything off here. I have to go open the door for Daft Cat. Can you flip a flying MiG the bird while inverted? Only when I'm flying the F-14 Mark X Hawk. Thanks so much for the follow. Let me see if you're a streamer. I'll give a follow back anyway. I'm going to... so go faster than the speed of sound, then do a flyby. It has a sound effect. I did that, and it has to go even faster. Can you land on water? Not of this plane, I don't know, but others you can. But Apollo is over here. And ladies and gentlemen, he's trying to tell me that I have to open the door for Daphne. I forgot because he doesn't make that many appearances on stream, but Amber's not here, so usually he's on Amber's table, but yeah, he's doing the checklist for landing. But Amber's not here, so he's feeling a little lonely. He's coming to see me, but he reminds me I have to open the door for Daft Cat, okay? Apollo, let's go open the door for Daft Cat. Say hi to the stream. This is Apollo, ladies and gentlemen. Raboño for the Toyo. Alright. Be right back. Oh. Alright, Apollo is fine. Alright. Yes, I don't think the F-16 let F-16. I don't think they let F-16 pilots use wings when flying because when I almost crashed, yeah, you have to keep a sterile cockpit. You know, you don't have any mobile phones or other distractions. Oh, we have some pretty cool music going on here. This is Eardrum by the Vitelloni crew. Check out the Vitelloni crew. Let's turn it up a bit and do some flying over here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I managed to take off. Will I manage to land this thing? That's the question. And look at that. It looks like some solar panel installations down there here in the Mariana Islands. Yep, lots of solar panels down there. Woo! Oh shit. Careful. Careful of those driving from the outside view too much. Okay, I'm gonna do like try to do a barrel roll. Pull up a little bit, left rudder. And left aileron as well. This is pretty good music to go with this, huh? This is Eardrum by the Vitelloni crew. Not sure if it's too loud. Let's turn down a little bit. I'm just getting excited here. Let's do a low pass over these towns over here. Oh look, golf course. You can go play golf. Commander, hey, ladies and gentlemen, an applause for Commander Xiao Quinn. Hasn't been here for a while. Aileron roll is not the same as the barrel roll. Nope, it's not. I don't know if there was a good barrel roll. The aileron roll is basically just a regular roll. You just move. There's a flapperon roll because in the F-16 you just do like that, and the airplane stays in the same. I don't know if you can turn on a wing smoke. The airplane doesn't change its path through the sky. It just flies around. The barrel roll, you pull back on the stick, then you left aileron or right aileron and rudder as well, and then it's more like in a barrel. So if you're inside a barrel, a little more tricky to do. Great maneuver if you play War Thunder to get people off your tail. You saw Forder at the golf course. The cat says hi to you too, Iceberg. What else have we got here? What else have we got here? You know what that is? Just a very, like some suburban a development over there. It looks more like, are the Mariana Islands all the United States? I don't know. I don't know the politics of. I've never been to Mariana Islands. I would love to see them someday. How you doing, Xiao? Been a while. Haven't played Elite for a while. Haven't played Noita for a while. I've been on a flight simulator binge. Still at work. Oh, sorry to hear, man. I hope Friday's tomorrow, so almost there. I remember from the days I used to fly F-16s a lot in Falcon 3.0. Falcon 4.0, those games, I think the best performance speed was at about 450 knots. So around there, this is your highest performance. Let's try a high performance speed here. Let's try to go to a close to a 9G turn. Here we go, 450. Go. That wasn't too much. I've only pulled 7-8 Gs here. Let's speed up and try it again. And let's do some low flying, see if we can kick up some dust. We don't have to worry about prop strikes of this. We do have to worry about that big intake in the front. Can I zoom in of the flyby? I don't think I can. Man, this thing is a jet. It's like a rocket ship. Yeah, that is right. Icebird is saying, feel like you have a job. I'm unemployed right now. I'm looking for work. I'm a graphic designer. Can do web development as well. If you hear of anything, preferably remote. I don't mind going in the office too, but these days, you know, I like to do things remote when I can. I am Hypertexthero, aka Simon Griffith. There's contact information there. I love part-time jobs, but at this point in this pandemic, I will take a full-time job maybe. My streaming schedule may need to change though, so maybe it's not an interest to help me find a job, because maybe then if you enjoy the streams and I have a full-time job, it'll be harder to stream at the hours that I do now. No bush flights with Neofly. I miss Neofly. I miss the BN2 Islander. Later today and tomorrow for sure we're gonna be doing some Neofly Icebird. I'm gonna come and visit you in where you're on holiday. Taking a look at some of these new clouds here. Oh, maybe it's this in the flyby view. Woo! So cool. An amazing airplane this. I am really impressed with the the Viper, the F-16 in DCS. Yeah, it was a badly done hammerhead, but it was an attempt. And let's turn this music down a little bit. And should we try to line her up for a landing? I don't remember what the landing speed is. I think it's about 160, 170 knots, if I remember correctly. Or should I try the gun? Should I try this gun? I don't know if I can just click a button to turn it on. I haven't mapped any things for the radar. This is the radar beam there, and that thing over there. I don't remember. I haven't mapped any of this stuff, so I'm not going to worry too much. I think I'm just going to focus on trying to land now. Timmy says I subbed already, so I'm doing my part. Indeed, and I'm very appreciative to you, Timmy, to everyone who subscribes, who cheers, and who just watches. And even if you don't chat, you're just watching and lurking, I'm really appreciative of that as well. Thank you so much for being here. We just need to get you a few more thousand subs. Yeah, man. There's a video in this guy called Gaming Careers today. He's discussing this new thing that Facebook's doing about because Twitch takes 50% of everything, right? Facebook's gonna do something for the stream that only take like 3%. I don't like Facebook as a company, you know. I think, but you know, I hope they're trying to improve. I think that without a changing leadership, that would be really hard. But if they're giving you if they're only taking 3% for the next 3 years instead of 50%, I think quite a few people may try that out, depending on how their service is. Although, as I said, I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a fan. I don't like Facebook, and now I would just rather stick with Twitch. Who knows? Maybe copy that, Xiao. Thanks so much for dropping by. Yeah, I hope so. You know, I mean, come on, they're owned by Amazon. They make enough money, right? Okay, stall speed here. Yeah, wonderful airplane. Okay, we're gonna try a landing here. I'm gonna quickly bring up this, and let's see. Initial approach, overhead brake. Down. Let me point to a place above the ground and not too high up, so I don't stall and crash. How's our fuel? Okay, and where's the total fuel? Where does it show that? There it is. There's both left and right fuel tanks, I guess. Alright, yeah, we don't have a lot of fuel left. Okay. Boa tarde, Ionic 99 de Melo. How are you? I like being lucky, more like getting lucky. Hey, who doesn't? I like that too. Okay. Initial approach, down, overhead brake, downwind leg, base turn, final turn, short final, and then you roll out. Okay. Set radar altimeter switch to 1. I think that's already on because you can see the radar altimeter right there, about 7,400 feet. So that's already on. We know that that's on. Aligning aircraft to the landing runway at 1,500 feet above ground level and maintain 300 knots. Brake left or right over the desired touchdown point. Set throttle to 80% RPM. Deployed speed brakes. Fly the brake at about 70 degrees of bank, pulling 3 to 4 Gs. Align the heads-up display. Alright, I'm just going to do it by feel that. I'm not going to worry too much. I'm not a test pilot, you know. I'm not a by feel pilot. I just want to know the landing speed here. Turn on landing light up. Okay, that I think we have to do, so let's do it now. I saw that over here before. Okay, that's probably going to be attached to the wheel, I think. So we're not going to see it yet. Fly, yes. Land, no. You should... You know, you should be concerned when your pilot is reading the manual for how to land just before landing. Okay, let's see. What else? Let's take a look here. Reduce airspeed is required to prevent excessive airspeed buildup in the base turn. Do not pitch trim, okay. Use throttle instead. Yep. And the fly-by-wire system will adjust the aircraft angle of attack by itself. Alright. Alright, there's the indicator. We want to stay in the green. What's the landing airspeed? Where is that? Final turn. Short final. Do not level off, okay. Overrun, runway threshold, okay, AOA index area, I know all that stuff. Where is the landing speed? 100 knot, okay, maintain 13 degree nose up attitude for 2-point aerodynamic braking until your airspeed has reduced to plus 100 knots. This step is very important so the F-16's brakes are not very effective. Alright, that's good to know. Let's, I missed the landing speed, I think. Is it because I zoomed out and it was on the right side there? 200 to 220 knots. Let's just look here. Okay, is there 154 over here? It depends on your weight too, right? But let's try about 150, 160. And we keep the nose up and the fore wheel off the ground until we're below 100 knots. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Great. All right. Let's go, let's try it. Oh yeah, I'm feeling the Top Gun vibes here, ladies and gentlemen. The Iron Eagle vibes. Oh yeah. Bingo fuel, time to go home. Alright. Time to go home, ladies and gentlemen. After a long stream turning this thing on for the first time and successfully taking off on the first time, we have bingo fuel. That means our fuel is almost over. So I should stop playing around. I mean, I spent so long with the engine on trying to figure out how to turn on the airplane that no wonder I lost a lot of fuel. But I'm going to give myself a little more room here. I'm not going to go in for the landing now. We're gonna turn. Let's do a circuit over here. And let's switch the music a little bit. Let's go back to the drone zone. Do I have enough fuel to go around for a circuit? I think I did. I want to switch off this heads-up thing. I think it was on the right here. Is that it? Oh, it wasn't that, so I better turn that on again. Is it this? No, it wasn't that, so let's turn that on again. I forgot what the heads up display on. We'll just leave it on for now. I would love to do an in-air refuel. Is that modeled for the F-16 yet? I wonder if they have the in-air refueling already working for the F-16, because I know this is an early-ish access plane right now. Development is getting much faster because they're done with the F-18 or the vast majority of the F-18. Okay. Who knows? Will I be able to land it without breaking anything? Unlikely. On the first try. I'll probably break at least a wheel or blow up. I think I'm gonna go for the right-hand runway. The left hand looks longer. Let's go for the left-hand runway. The one that's closest to me. I'm gonna try to touch down as close to that point in the center right there. Yes, you can mid-air refuel. That's amazing. The wind, I have no idea, Icebird. I haven't seen the windsock. Should I do one more low pass to see the windsock? Do I have enough fuel? I think I should have enough fuel. But I think I took off from this side, so, and it was a fine, so. The taxiway looks longer. Maybe we'll go for the taxiway. Remember, in last resort, you can eject. Hypertexthero land around 170 knots. Copy that. Thanks for confirming that, Saladinos. That's what I had remembered, but I was looking at the manual, like in the truck guide, I couldn't see it. I'm not going for the landing yet. I just want to spot a. I'm just gonna go right over the taxiway here, and I want to see if I spot a. I want to see if I spot a windsock somewhere. The windsock seems to just like pop in. I thought I had seen one on this side, but maybe I'm confused. There it is. No, it's not. Yeah, don't know, Icebird. I'm just gonna go that other way, because I think that's the way I took off from, and it was okay, so hopefully it'll be fine for the landing. I didn't pay attention to the base leg and the circuit altitudes and stuff. I'm just gonna try to go by feel of this and try to touch her down as gently as I can. It's been a very long time since I think the last F-16 I ever landed was in Falcon 4.0 many years ago. I know now there's BMS, which is basically a continuation of the Falcon 4.0 code base. Apparently it's amazing, dynamic campaign. Maybe I'll try it someday, but if I have to, if I'm gonna fly an F-16, I'm gonna have to pick one and stick with that, I think. And from what I'm seeing here, it's gonna be DCS. And I heard that DCS has a dynamic campaign system being developed, maybe by a third party. I don't know. It's called Liberation or something. I'd be very interested in seeing that and trying that out. Just do it and not hear to such lousy watchers. Yeah, BMS, right? That's Falcon BMS. Amazing that after... When was Falcon 4.0 released? Like 95, was it? Alright, I'm almost out of fuel, so I'm gonna just go in. Do I put flaps down on this thing? Or is it automatic? I don't think they're... Let's try it. Flaps down. think it's automatic. I think the fly-by-wire system will do it, right? Oh no, I'm doing it, okay. Yeah, flaps are coming down. Pretty low here. And the water kind of throws me off. When you put your gear down, flaps come down automatically. Copy that. Thank you, Saladino. No need to worry about fines. Copy that. Okay, is there a gear down speed that I should stay below? I'm gonna press G right now, and hopefully below 300 knots is fine. All right, gear coming down now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming a little fast. I don't think did I have a speed brake? I don't think I mapped it. Do you deploy speed brakes in the F-16 when you land? Looking okay. Oh shit, those lamps. Ciao. Oh, keep it up above keep the nose up above 100 until you go below 100 knots. Whoa, I think I might have scraped the back. I'm not gonna press the brake until below 100 knots. Alright, now I'm gonna press the brake. Oh, yeah, I think I might have had a trail strike. I didn't hear it, but because it was an outside view. But hey, this is not too bad for not doing it for a long time. Wow. Did I strike the tail? Let's see. Seems alright. 1-2 bus! That was a very smooth landing. Thank you, Salaginos. Angle of attack indicator. That was this one over here, right? Let's keep that green. I remember that from Falcon days. Wow. I could barely hear the touch. That was pretty smooth, if I say so myself. You know, lucky. First time luck. Beginner's luck, it happens. You missed your calling in life. I know that'll be the next life, Timmy. I did want to be a pilot when I was a kid, but I don't really have an excuse, you know. Maybe you aim arrival parking. Something appeared on the top left. I don't know what I have to do for that. You can also see the angle of attack on the HUD, the little bracket. Oh, that bracket over there, right? The one that's to the left of fuel. Let's turn on the steering wheel here. No steering wheel. Wow, this is awesome. I'm really happy to be flying the F-16 again. This was really rewarding. Thanks so much for your help, people. You'd opt... First time, first love. Yeah, that's right. That's the first flight simulator that I ever played. Spectrum Holobyte Falcon 4... Falcon... It was just called Falcon, the first Falcon. You'd optimally want to have the flight path marker velocity vector in the middle of the bracket. Copy that. In the middle of like this little thing here, the flight path marker optimally in the middle of this bracket over here. Interesting. That's really cool. Okay, let's go park in a hangar. You know, she's been a good girl. This wonderful F-16 Fighting Falcon, this Viper over here. Let's go and park her under one of those covered hangars over there. And ladies and gentlemen, I have flown online in DCS before a few years ago when this friend of mine, Chris, was flying, and my friend Justin, and we flew together a bit. And I was using the SRS radio mod, and they had something like VATSIM from Microsoft Flight Simulator in the server in DCS. I forget the name of the server. But it was pretty, check if no one's coming here. It was pretty awesome because you could, and it'd be someone there, you know, guiding flights, and you'd ask them for permission to land, permission to take off, permission to taxi, and a real person would answer you using this thing called SRS radio, which is a third-party radio tool that they also use in Altitude Strumovik. So there is that type of functionality of air traffic controllers, real people playing in this game as well as a Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is interesting for, you know, combat flight sim. There is a community of people that are aficionados of these sims. You know, I'm one of them, I guess you could call me, of any type of flight sim. All right, and we'll take an outside view here, and we'll just put it right in here. Go on the brakes. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. My first flight on F-16. Is there a quick way to shut her down? Is there like an emergency key to shut her down? Just shut the engine off. Let's see if I can do this without looking at the manual. Or should we look at the manual since we've been so good today and looked and actually read the manual? Let's hit the parking brake. I remember that that's over here. You know, and then it's just practice. And you'll find out where all this stuff. And whenever I look at a real plane cockpit, like in I was like, how the heck do they know what all these switches do and where they are? And you know, it's a lot of practice and just the trial and error and checklists. I'm gonna try to find a checklist for this plane. You know, I don't want to look at all Chuck's guide the whole time. I want a quick checklist. Thanks so much, Icebird. You're my manual hero. Windows Home for auto start. Windows stop for auto stop. Oh, awesome. Let's do that. I just want to take a quick glance at the manual just to see if there is I don't know if Chuck has the look at this. Look at all this stuff. APU exhaust port, emergency power unit. Look at all this stuff. This is just crazy. And I think the damage modeling is better now, so if you hit like a particular thing and it has fuel in it, it'll catch fire and stuff like that. Just really phenomenal. And this was just turning it on, flying and landing. I didn't go into weapon system, radar. It is just nuts, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm looking at right here, if you want to check this out yourself, is Chuck's guide for the F-16. There it is. But congrats on your first DCS flight. It was very, very good. Thank you so much, Salaginosaurus. I'm not the only one who's supposed for this. I forgot it earlier today. But I'm Hypertexthero. These streams happen because of people like yourselves. I like learning, not just from reading the manual, but preferably from having experienced people coming in here. And thanks Icebird, thanks Timmy Thumb. And one day Timmy Thumb might still be a real pilot. I do have a plan that I made, especially with the pandemic, it made me think more about my decisions of just life in general. Let's try Windows. Here we go. Windows stop for auto stop, was it? Windows stop for auto stop. Okay, let's try it. Alright, speeds brake close. Auto stop sequence is running. That's really cool. And I do have a potential plan to get a real private pilot's license at some point in the future, hopefully sooner rather than later. And if that happens, I will bring you along with it. Try to find a way to do a streaming system. I don't know if they'll let you stream from an airplane, you know, but I could maybe record and then post in the stream and talk about it later. We'll see how that goes. But before I get off here, I want to do that. So cool. I love that. That was awesome. I am really. Is there a key for you to step out of your airplane? That would be cool. Good night, American from Croatia. Icebird, have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much for being here. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, you have any, if you have any suggestions of someone to raid right now, this would be a good time to say it. Ejecting. Touchdown in my bed. And in the meantime, I'm going to take a look. I'll start looking around for some people. And if you want to try, if you're interested in trying this game, you can play for free any of the modules for 2 weeks. Here's the information on how to do it. You can't do it on Steam, but you can do it of the DCS standalone. It's not too hard. There it is. I'm flying. I haven't bought the F-16 yet. After this experience, I'm certainly going to get it. I have a 13-day trial, and in 13 days, after 6 months, can do it again. I'm going to try other stuff as well. I don't know if I can do it one at a time, if I can do it several at a time. We'll see. Let's go see who's on Twitch. Playing DCS, perhaps. And DCS World. Maybe Microsoft Flight Simulator. Over and out, Icebird. Have a wonderful evening. Alright, let's see who's out here. Wow. Here's the Hind. The guy that's looking like he's having fun. Some stuff in flames. Crash test Kate with 1 viewer. Oh, and she's flying. Looks like a Spitfire. Should go say hi to Crash test Kate. Whoa. And she's playing VR. Okay, let's go say hi to Crash Test Kate. That sounds good. That's rare to see someone playing VR on stream for me. I've never seen that before, so let's take a look. You can do several, but the advisable is to try one at a time. I agree with you. After this experience, Chupernas, I want to get fairly comfortable. I don't need to know it by heart. I want to be fairly comfortable with the F-16. And then I'm probably gonna try the Hind, the chopper that people are raving about, because I played a Hind. It was a Hind game. It was just called Me-24 Hind, I think. It was kind of like the same type of graphics of ST-27 Flanker. I don't remember if it was SSI that did it years ago. All right, so here we go. Let's go raid Crash Test State. I'm Hypertexthero. Thanks so much for being here, for all your help. I will see you again later today, or more likely tomorrow, because it's 5 o'clock in the evening here in New York City. Thanks for being here. Raiding now. Peace out.